Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 1 of King Morl. To some of you it might feel like episode 2. I don't know why you'd have picked up that idea. All proving grounds and testing grounds are rendered non-canonical by the winds of time. Ahoy, and welcome aboard as we're going to set sail on a dynasty in some place in medieval Europe or beyond, and we will pursue it until the bitter end. King Morl episode 0 was the one chance to get off. Now we're starting in earnest. Let me explain any changes we've made. Or in fact, actually, I could probably do that with the help of my host. Is the music overpowering? I've turned it down quite a lot. Is the music at a place where you can hear me cleanly over it? As in, BGM has gone down a lot, or BGM needs to go down a lot? Wow, okay. I probably just can't have it on the background because I'm reliant on the desktop audio for Ben. I can't. Why is everyone saying Lottle? Why is Lottle being said? Because that's one of the big... That's confusing to me. It's gone. We're in. We're going in. Welcome, Ben Alborough.
Hello, Sean. How are you?
I'm great. I'm better than ever.
Thank
Got
you.
myself an old cuppa here. You got a cuppa on the go?
I've got a cup of mead.
Oh, nice.
I know. I've got my Plantagenet Royal Family crest. I've got my Teutonic Knight helmet made of cardboard. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Wow. Happy pub day, everyone.
Happy pub day. Happy Super Spreader Saturday.
Smash out your mead. Get your tea ready. Get your flags out. Lads out, flags out. It's like what I always say. Yeah. I've never said it before, but people in my house are going to be hearing it a lot.
Yeah. Every catchphrase has to have a first use.
And that's true, actually. You don't really think of catchphrases as babes. Well, no. They must be at some point.
Yeah.
Wee whelps. So, to those new, and I see many familiar faces, as I do in my pretty stalwart community of regulars, let's explain modifications that we've made to the format. Number one, first and foremost, is that if we get a donation for an heir, we will use cheats to impregnate my wife straight away.
Yes.
If I don't have a wife, we haven't got. We don't have a contingency.
We've instantly found a plot hole.
The other problem, but if I do have a wife, we will cheat her. We will impreg, not empreg.
We could try to empreg.
I don't know how powerful the command console is. I'm up for empreg if it's possible.
I think there is an empreg mod.
Well, I don't have it yet. Have it yet. There is a suggestion box below.
Yes, please.
So there are some very simple donation tiers. In fact, I can bring that up now. So in the names requests folder, I should probably put... I don't need this anymore. In the names request folder, I can just list the new tiers, which is £1 to £5 is NPC renaming. £5 plus name and heir. And then £7 plus, which I don't expect to happen very often. Sometimes people whack me a tenner in. So I thought I'd give the big spenders major boon or curse. And we have, in fact, I've created a wheel that lists a bunch of different boons or curses that will affect the game tremendously, ranging from giving me a strong claim to instant death to syphilis to my sibling is a bear. So that may crop up. Mainly, I'm expecting people to want to rename NPCs, and basically we can rename any character in the game, and there are, I don't know the ballpark, but I would say not surprising, there are hundreds and hundreds of characters. It may slip into four figures.
Thousands.
Thousands. There are
Tens of
thousands of
thousands,
characters,
maybe.
so anyone could be named. Anyone in my court. The people you can't name are me, the player character, or any of my unborn heirs. If you want to name an heir or a kingdom, did we put a kingdom on a £5?
Yeah, Kingdom's £5. No, is it?
Is it?
No, yeah, Kingdom is £5. Yeah.
Keep that there. So I'll flash that up every now and again. So when I know what I'm supposed to be doing, I can check this list that I will keep updating.
Every comment in the Twitch chat for the past minute has been talking about renaming. Has making your sibling a bear.
Can you name the bear? I don't know that yet, but if I can name the bear,
you can rename the bear in accordance with the donation tiers.
Yes. So if you've done a 7, if the wheel lands on bear, that doesn't mean the person who paid £7 gets to rename the bear. Then that bear will be in the pool for the £1 to £5 donation renaming.
Yeah, I will add as well that the event that creates the any sibling can be a bear can be fired infinitely.
Okay, so I'm not limited to one.
No, you can have as many bear siblings, or bro bears, or bear others as you want.
Bear others is actually really good. But we
It's Catbox Man and chat.
So that's the wheel of the wheel of fortune or despair, and then also because I'm expecting people will put money through just to give them a little bit more spice for their cash. There's a new donation tier, so the cumulative stuff that goes through for these other donations can unlock events down here. So at £40, we'll adopt a cat. There is a built-in story for how you adopt a cat. If we hit £80, we will make our Chancellor a horse. There is a way of doing that. Apparently, it's quite complicated, but you can make your Chancellor be a horse. Who, apparently, I've looked in the forums, and a lot of people are discussing whether or not it's possible to marry the horse that's your Chancellor. So
there is a way to do it.
Yeah,
you can definitely impregnate the horse.
Okay. And then £120, we're not going to hit it, but the instant death. Just die. Yeah. So for people who weren't here last time or don't know Crusader Kings II, which is the game engine we're using for our collaborative storytelling, it is not a normal kingdom builder in that you don't play a nation or an individual. You play the head of a dynasty, and if that person should die, the next possible inheritable person of that bloodline is now who you are playing. But that's a different person with different traits, different opinions, different feelings. So over the course of a playthrough, you'll play as a lot of different people. Thank you very much, Wheel Fan. Shall we? Okay, I don't want you to have to out yourself in anonymous Wheel Fan, but do you think maybe we will get ourselves up and running as someone, and then we'll spin the wheel? Because at the moment, if I get syphilis, I'm not anyone, so I can't implement that. So how about we'll go in and start working out who we are. So I imagine that King Morl, now that it's up and running for real, it will go. We will set ourselves a goal. What do we want to do? Do we want to turn Poland Irish? Do we want to make Sweden the rulers of
Greece?
Yeah. Do we want Macedonia to be culturally French? We'll set ourselves a mad goal like that, and we will keep one continuous campaign going until either we achieve that goal or we are fully dead. We are fully wiped out and every one of our bloodline is dead.
Ride or die.
This is fully ride or die.
Yep.
So let's begin. Also, I want to introduce another thing we've changed. MonoDB is our Lord Privy Seal. MonoDB has been modded and also is going to be able to run all the polls for the chat remotely. Yeah. So previously, I think there was some feedback that I wasn't putting enough stuff out to the chat to decide on. Now I've outsourced that role, so polls can come thick and fast. Basically everything can be decided as a group. And the first thing we need to decide is who the heck are we going to be? This is a big map. This is a big map.
Lots of potential new friends.
Yeah, I do again want to rule out us role playing as a leader of colour. I think it's just very sensible to rule that out.
We're also paywalled by it as well through the DLC.
Oh, and also I don't have it, so it
Doesn't
would be
have-
irresponsible socially, but also I don't have the tech to do it.
Yeah. Can you pop us onto Realm View, Sean?
Yeah, I will. One sec. I just aux cables come loose, and it makes a ghastly buzz. Okay.
Cara, last week's character was very much pilot character, but also the episode ended with him facing down a major doom stack, which would have killed him.
I was about to die, but what I will say is anyone who contributed to the last one, I'm happy for you to get a free go at whatever it was you had. Whether it's carrying over what you had before, whether you want to roll a new one, I'm happy for that because the pilot didn't become a continuous campaign, whereas this one will. So I'm happy for you to carry that over.
So just make yourself known in chat, and we'll implement it. If you made a donation last time.
Oh yeah, basically. Funny Air, you put in a donation to call an air Funny Air, didn't you? So I'm happy to put that in. So the first air name is Funny Air. So we will get that air up and running once the game starts, and just so people can see again. Air's Funny Air, so I'll flash that up every now and again so we know what we're doing. Great. So where roughly do we want to be? We can
be any Christian or pagan leader.
So does that take us all the way to Siberia? Where does that take us to?
Yes, if you click on Come Mania, they're Tengri. Their religion's Tengri. There.
Is that what is Tengri?
That's pagan. That's pagan. It's an Altaic religion.
I had Gaunty Crisps and O Tempura. Was that Gaunty Crisps? Was that a normal NPC or was that an heir? That was an NPC, right?
No, that was an heir. That was your first daughter, I think. Gaunty Crisps.
Gaunty Crisps. Okay, that's saved back in. Well, I don't mind. We'll look at the heirs and we'll think who suits what. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come Mania. I don't think it's obvious that we should play Come Mania. Yeah, okay, Funny Air will be second. Do the Wastes have a king? No, actually. They are actually probably uninhabitable, being Arctic tundra.
Yeah, you'd struggle.
Nothing has been named after Martinus Night Scream, but there is everything to play for. Maybe we could actually be the king of Estonia, which would be Snowpack. Which one's Estonia here?
No, Estonia is underneath Finland.
Oh, Estonia is real. It's still Estonia right here. There's Estonia.
Very much so. I think Estonia is a pretty viable country as well if you wanted to go for a kind of defensive pagan.
Mono, watch out for this. So we've got some votes for Estonia. Denmark is in there. Veps is in Estonia. Oh, but where? Like, you need to know what these nations were called in what year are we in? We're in the 9th century, are we?
We are indeed. Sunny
Estonia
867.
Confirmed. I haven't got anything that's Cummania. So Mono, can you put Cummania and Estonia and Denmark into the poll, please? Martinus, King Martinus of Estonia. No, Mono is assembling the poll, and when I think everyone's shot all their ideas out, then we'll go live with it. We're trying new tech which allows someone to remotely control the polls which come out of this stream. Balkans, well, Catbox. Well, how about Estonia if you want somewhere in the Balkans?
The Balkans is former Yugoslavia. Well, in this game, to be future.
I'm thinking of the Baltics. I'm mixing up the Balkans and the... What am I like,
I think Serbia's a pretty viable... I think it's a pretty viable kingdom, Serbia. I think you can do some fun things. You're surrounded by very powerful kingdoms.
But I've also got Croatia to, boss about, I think.
And Slavonia. And Blatno, apparently. I think...
Apatia coming in with some very good satire.
Oh,
Sizzling.
Oh, yeah. Shots fired.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We could have the option to play as Cymru again if we wanted to reinvent.
Oh yeah, and then let's not forget, like, there's the United Kingdom, which we can mess around with.
Yeah.
We got York, we got Wales.
Mumu. There's a place in Ireland called Mumu. That strikes my fancy.
Where's Mumu?
Zoom out a bit.
Oh, Mumu. Yeah, of course. The medieval kingdom of Mumu.
Yep.
But I know we messed around in the UK before, but this is a long-term campaign. Wherever we start, we may not very well end up. Mumu. Okay. People are interested in Mumu. Mono, could you launch that poll, please, with Mumu in it? I think we've got enough options to be getting on with, and I don't think the tech takes more than 10.
I've never actually played as Ireland.
Oh wow, a lot of people are very keen on Mumu.
Yeah, Mumu's great.
Okay, so just put the number in the chat which corresponds to the choice that you'd like.
A Mumu's like a large dress that a man wears, isn't it?
Yeah, I only know Mumu because there's that episode of The Simpsons.
The Simpsons, yeah. You get stuck in the radioactive tank.
Ah, the poll is not live updating in correspondence with... It isn't working. It isn't working. I think that's because it hasn't been linked to my Twitch chat. So I could probably...
Oh, it's...
No.
I see. Yeah.
I'll just give my housemate my login for Twitch. And then they can link the polls. We saw that it worked and it... No, we're doing Mumu because everyone went mad on Mumu.
Yeah.
But... And then if Mono can just link the account, then it will send a bot. But we're Mumu as far as I understand. So we got choices within Mumu?
Yeah, well, you got the petty king or the chief of Mumu.
Okay, do we want to be Ua Cathael, or do we want to be Eoganacht, who's actually the king?
Yeah, I feel like he's
Mono,
he's
good.
He's very much. I feel like he's the essence of Mumu.
Do we want to be king or do we want to be petty king? We should be the proper king of Mumu.
I think so.
It
seems is it working now? It seems to be doing something.
No, it just Dan had just cancelled the poll out but I've Facebooked him. I've given him my login. Okay. So I think it's just a matter of I forgot that it needs to send a little bot to lurk in this chat to pick up the stuff.
Yeah. A resounding consensus for the king.
Okay, king. So we're king. Oh boy. I wish I knew how to pronounce. Huh?
Are we doing ruler designer? Are we bring our own spin to it?
Yeah, we'll bring our own. How do we do this in here? Ruler designer.
That's the one.
Okay, so I think I should probably keep my ethnicity as Irish, given I'm a king in Ireland.
Yeah. Nice beard.
Yeah, it might take ages to go across these individual sliders. Let's just make it look roughly like I currently look. But we will throw out for some traits.
Yeah, and we've got a mod which allows us to put in as many traits as we want without the barriers that the rule designer usually provides. So it's, I mean, I don't want to jump to get ahead of myself, but the world is the oyster of chats.
Oh gosh, what do we want in here? I can't find myself. I know, but this lasts the distance, right? So what do we want on here? Do you remember some of the more unusual choices you can make?
The emblems is a good shout.
You said emblem in a really cool way that I'm now going to say.
Oh.
Emblem.
Yeah, it's my Sussex twang.
Emblem. You can get 2 emblems.
Yeah. Your party profess.
I think people do want a bear. So let's see if I can find a bear.
If you change the layout to plain, then you can have one big bear instead of two small bears. Or you could have 4 bears.
I could have 4. No,
if you go,
there's only one funny bear.
Okay.
Let's not lose our sight of the canon.
No, let's not get... Yes.
Oh, hello.
There we go. Yeah, past it.
It's a funny bear.
It's a bear rampant.
I'm pissing myself.
Yeah, man.
The third colour doesn't really mean anything. I quite like these barber pole stripes. Anyone got any interest in 2 colours? Just start shouting out colours and I'll just grab the ones that seem popular. We've got all your basic colours.
Yeah. A standard cross section of the colour 3 wheel.
Orange. Is that an orange? Yeah, that's an orange. That's an orange.
It's peach.
Teal? I said you want your standard colours, not your fancy colours.
Well, hang on. I think...
Well, that's sort of it. That's probably as close as you're going to get.
I think there is a teal in there.
Really?
I think there might be.
Teal?
There we go. Teal. A 10.
You think that's a teal? You're off your bloody... You're off your bloody rockers, the lot of you.
What is that if that's not a teal?
It's not a teal. I'll start from there. It's a greyish blue.
I think it's quite a nice blue.
Teal, listen to me here. I'm just going to remove everyone else. I'm just going to put my own head up here. Teal is on the green side. It's... Oh, hello. 1 second. MonoDB's got some business with me.
My liege. Yeah, you need to check messages.
Yeah, well, I'm having an argument about colour. You need my security code.
Don't read it.
Yes, I know. I've been on the one here. At the bottom here.
I mean, that's long.
Well, I could message it to you.
I mean, yeah, I'm just typing into that message chat now.
Into what message chat?
The Twitch one.
Yeah, great. Twitch is what we want. It's not easy being king, eh?
No. Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Thank you so much. Great, so functional poles are on their way. Do people think this is teal? Do people want this? Is that what people think is good?
You could have... No, Nathan.
Fair enough. I'm going... If people think this is... Oh, yeah. Sorry. If this teal to you, it's as good as we'll get. That's the attitude that's going to see us through the Middle Ages. No, it's light blue. Well, that's... Listen, that's what I've been saying. I've also made a new scene where me and Ben are next to each other like equals. But in the main one, I've made his circle a bit smaller. The closest you're going to get to teal, I reckon...
Oh, hang on. No, there was a slightly less light blue teal back there.
This is as good as you're getting, I think.
That's pretty good teal.
That's probably as good as you're getting for teal. That's a lot better than what you had before.
I think that democracy is all about compromise, really. And I think that if we want a teal, we're not going to get a perfect teal.
We're not going to get a perfect teal.
And
not in this world, eh?
It's well...
Not these days.
No, bloody government.
Great. And now we're on the... I'd say fun bit, but like we're just on this bit. So I'm 16. That's obviously bonkers. So let's grow my age a little bit.
So with Ruler Designer unlocked, you add years through education. Through traits. So if you go on traits.
Well, let's not make myself overpowered. I'll have 7 of everything.
Yeah.
That'll start me off well enough. So, in terms of throwing the traits out to chat, I think the best thing to do is that I'm just going to read them all out. And you just say the ones that sound good. Remember, some of these are genetic. So even though some of them might affect this king, some of them might affect my whole family. So watch out.
Do we want to put a maximum limit on the number of traits you can have?
What would you say is a good maximum limit?
Oh, I don't know, 10?
10 traits. Make sure you're very fertile. 8? How fertile I am does not
10,
make a dang hill of beans a difference if my wife's chaste. Okay, let's go from the top. Stressed, depressed, lunatic, possessed, has great pox, leper, wounded, maimed, infirmed. I hope they'd keep rhyming. Incapable. In fact, I'll say them slower. I thought it would form a rap if I said it with it. Stressed, depressed, lunatic, possessed. That's great. Whoever designed the first 4 is amazing. Has great pox, leper, wounded, maimed, infirm, incapable, drunkard, crusader, bastard, legitimized bastard, excommunicated, kinslayer, homosexual, club-footed, hare-lip, hunchback, lisp, stutter, attractive, ugly, dwarf, genius, quick, slow, imbecile, inbred, strong, weak, celibate, hedonist, don't pick celibate, scholar,
Please don't
gardener,
pick
mystic,
celibate.
impaler, duelist, hunter, poet, falconer, lustful, chaste, gluttonous, temperate, greedy, charitable, slothful, diligent, envious, kind, wrath, patient, proud, humble, deceitful, honest, craven, brave, shy, gregarious, ambitious, content, arbitrary, just, cynical, zealous, paranoid, trusting, cruel, mujahideen, Saeed, pilgrim, Mirza, scarred, blind, blinded, child of concubine, peasant leader, heresy arch, Varangian,
Varangian.
sympathy for Muslims, sympathy for pagans, sympathy for Zoroastrian, sympathy for Jewish, sympathy for Indian, master seducer, administrator, architect, strategist, socializer, master schemer, theologian, game master, adventurer, erudite, stubborn, brawny, frail, shrewd, dull, one-handed, one-legged, disfigured, mangled, Valhalla bound, shield maiden, renowned physician, eagle knight, warrior of the sun, nine names shield, Perrin's chosen, Hound of Diavus, Ares' own, Skylord, Kanai, Gondi, and Shansha, Cannibal,
Shansha.
familial kinslayer, dynastic kinslayer, giant, left-handed, sturdy, fat, malnourished, freckles, crowned by a bishop, crowned by a prince bishop, crowned by the pope, crusader king, crusader queen, groomed and couth, Kailash guardian, gladiator, RDU more options, add 1 year, 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 add 5 years, add 5 years, add 5 years, add 5 years, add 10 years, add 10 years, subtract 1 year, subtract 5 years, subtract 10 years, subtract 50 years, subtract 100 years.
It's a very, very broad range of options.
Oh my god, I wouldn't have done that if I'd really looked at the size of the list.
No.
Subtract 100. I'm 16. I'm 16.
Also, the maximum is 99 and the minimum is 16. So you can't subtract 100 years.
Yes, obviously.
It's a big lie.
Subtract 100. If I go by the word of what I said, I have to subtract 100 years because it's very popular.
I'm seeing a lot of posts liking peasant leader.
Peasant leader is good.
And
in
giant.
fact, actually, can you read out the ones that are popular and then I'll just go and find them?
Yeah.
Because these aren't in any coherent order. They're just peasant leader. I'm a peasant leader.
But definitely some freckles.
I heard all 4 freckles.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
All 4 freckles. I'm about as freckled as a person can conceivably be.
Yeah. I think once you've done that, definitely make him a giant.
Is that popular? Okay, yeah.
Giant's pretty popular.
I'm a freckled giant who's leading the peasants. It sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it sounds like folklore. Sounds like Beowulf.
It does sound pretty good.
I think it's down the bottom there.
Giant or freckled?
Both.
Oh, perfect. Giant. Freckles. What does that do, freckles?
It gives you freckles.
Come off it.
It does. Why would they lie to you?
Well, I didn't think it would be a lie that I get freckles. I mean, what does it have a game effect? Why add freckles in?
Oh, I can't see giant anymore.
That's because I chose giant.
Oh, you added giant.
I just got it on the way past. Okay, we can go up to 10, so let's just keep going, I reckon.
I'm getting locked for falconer, poet, and stressed.
Okay, a stressed poet falconer. I think I can do that.
Yeah. He's worried about the poems he's going to write for his pet bird. That scans.
Poet.
Yeah.
falconer. I think stressed was up in the at the top because it rhymes.
At the very top.
Okay, so
The rhyming traits are towards the top. Lustful's pretty popular.
well, I'm glad that people are thinking about the dynasty already. That's a
Yeah.
good trait.
It's really, really positive. Hopefully, chaste women aren't attracted to freckles, says Josie Russell.
Yeah.
I'm also seeing seducer.
Wow. Okay. People really want me to be full
He's
on.
a horny character. This one. Yeah, and hedonist as well.
Oh, so
They're going for all of that.
I'm a giant freckled, like horny peasant leader who's a poet and a falconer.
Yeah, he's a Renaissance man. Renaissance. A Dark Age man, I suppose.
Stretched himself too thin, I think.
Too tall.
What am I looking for again?
You're looking for all the horny traits, basically. So seducer, master seducer.
Yeah, master seducer. What else?
You're looking for hedonist, which should be towards the top, I think. There seems to be a little bit of
Hedonist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One left now.
Okay, so there's a lot of discussion in the chat about whether possessed is a good idea, and I think this might be the kind of thing that's best put to a poll.
Oh, what, possessed or not?
Yeah, there's a
Mono,
lot of disagreement.
Can we put out possessed or not? And maybe we'll pick possessed or something else. Maybe what's another thing that people are going for?
Possessed or... Let's have a look. Possessed or... Guys, give us some options. Shy. Yeah, I think shy is coming up quite a bit.
What, you want me to be a master seducer, really lustful but incredibly shy?
Yeah, he's a dark horse. This huge man.
Turning me into an incel.
Yeah. Cara, we can't add more freckles. This man already has. Out. There's a maximum number of freckles.
Yeah, Mono, could you put up shy or possessed? I think possessed is going to win it. Shy just isn't going to have the sheer sex appeal.
I think. Well, well, yeah. But who are we? Who are we to second guess democracy, Sean?
Oh, I'm going to second guess democracy all night long. That's the format.
It's your divine right of kings. I suppose it's your royal prerogative. Hey.
And all it took was me to give someone else my password for my Twitch stream.
Yes.
Oh, hello. This is actually pretty tight.
Ooh.
It's too tight. Can someone else vote, please? Can someone else just... Oh, hello. I can't believe Shy's nudging it. I bet some people did a lot of joke Shy posts thinking it would never get through, and here we are. I'm Shy.
You fool. We now live in a post-Shy world.
Mono, when you're ready, close it down. It looks like I'm a Shy guy. Where the heck is Shy on this list, then? Why couldn't this be an Shy? I'm Shy.
Here we go.
Well, I could remove it. Yep, Shy's won. I'm a Shy guy.
Yep.
Right, let's turn my fertility up a little bit. Not going to hurt, is it?
No.
Oh, I'm not any older. Shall I manually age myself? How do I become old?
You'd add years under traits. Remember all those ones at the bottom?
Yeah, so I should be... Oh, how old should I be? I'm going to add a bit of years.
Yeah, add a few years.
How old should I be? I want to have a nice little story and then die. I don't want to be 16 years old, nor do I want to, like last time where I started and I just died because I was like 50 and it was the Middle Ages.
I feel like 35 is a good age to become king.
Then... Well, I can easily add 36. 36?
36 sounds good.
Okie dokie. Oh, let's change. I'm Morl. Of Morl. I'm Morl of Morl. King of Mumu.
Yes.
Play. We're in.
Yeah. Here we go, guys. This is the start of something beautiful.
Okay, no iron mode because I can't mess with the saves. I need the saves to turn off
You want it on all, I think. Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
That just sort of removes a lot of historical sexism, and everything else will keep as default, right?
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool.
Here we go.
We're in.
The game's afoot.
The game is afoot. I don't need to be told these things. Now, let's deal with our donations. So, the first thing we got was to spin the wheel.
Oh, Sean, should we marry someone first?
So that we can... Should we get an heir in the works in case the spin the wheel goes very badly?
I think might be a good idea.
That's a really good idea. So I have an heir.
No, so it's in red. So he's
it's
not
a bad
good
heir.
dynasty.
Okay, so let's get ourselves a wife.
It's a bad heir. Yeah.
So my ambition is to get married, right? Because I'm about to try and do that. So without ignoring anyone's, the heirs are bad. So the idea is I'm my dynasty, right? So if I die and my title can't pass on to anyone in my bloodline, you lose. You've lost the game. So we should put a lot of emphasis on not losing the game. Disable all hints. So I need to look for an eligible suitor.
Yep. Click on the wedding rings.
Ah, yes.
There we go.
Okay, so again, who we marry, I'm happy to put it out to you guys, but let's have a look at only adults, please. And then we will look at who's got a claim. There's no way to sort by claim, is there? So we'll go by who likes me the most. Okay. We've got some...
We got some options. I would ask chat to be very, very conscious of the chaste trait, I think.
Yeah,
for this
we
round.
can't marry chaste. I mean, I know you're going to want to. I know you're all going to want that. But look, we've got a woman who's reasonably fond of me, who got a claim to Asturias. I don't know where that is.
That's Spain.
Barcelona, another Spanish place. Another one's Barcelona. So how do we distinguish? Well, okay, so we've got Eldonza, Cisananda, and Ermen Isinda. Eldonza is a dutiful cleric. She's content, she's arbitrary, she's greedy, and she's paranoid. And she is in... Is that a claim, or is that she is an heir?
That's where she... I don't know. That's something about the game I've not noticed before. Again, I've got 1,000 hours in this. She's a princess of Asturias, which means she's probably a child or sibling of the current king.
So it'll grant me a strong claim, I'm imagining.
If you click on her... If you click on her...
Yeah?
Okay, so it shows
just
weak claim.
Just weak claim. Claim.
But should you choose to press that claim, she could inherit that kingdom, and then your children would get that if she inherited it.
Yeah, so all of our choices lead directly to Spain.
Yes, I'd say. I think that works as like a sort of Catholic sort of joint enterprise in feudal fiefdoms.
Oh, and just like that... Am I missing something here? Yeah, I was missing. I scrolled down incorrectly. Oh, if we really want to, there's someone who's got a claim on Mumu. We could marry them to stop them taking it from us at a later date. Although, is that like one of my relatives? Who's this?
That is probably a relation of the character who you ousted when you built a new character. So when you build a new character, the old character doesn't go away. They're in your court.
So there's Mumu marriage. So, Mono, can you take these... Tell me when you've taken these three names down. Eldonza, Cisananda, Ermenisinda.
Yeah.
Just drop me an octopus when those are in. Only adults. We've got only adults selected. So no one one's 16 or under is going to appear on the list. Okay, no. The Mumu marriage is she's 16. Maybe we should rule her out. Yeah. Although there is a 26-year-old who's also a Mumu marriage, so we'll put Nathat. Sort by learning. I don't need smarts necessarily. There's loads of traits that someone could be good at. Although Aldonza does seem best at. No, Sisananda. Look at Sisananda's stats. Incredible.
She's a brilliant strategist, and she is skilled in mountains, I think.
She's craven, but temperate. She's trusting and erudite. And she's a battlefield terrain master.
Yeah. She's mastered the craft of finding the perfect terrain for defensive battles.
Yeah, Josie Pace is right. Nathat is the Irish one, and then the other three are right here, if you can just read it off the screen.
Yeah. Someone in chat pointed out that the learning is the number of books that you have. So she's got 8 books by the looks of it.
That's a lot of books.
That's a lot of books.
If I was voting, and I won't vote in the bowls, but if I was voting, I'd vote for Sisananda as probably the best wife.
Yeah.
Let's quickly cover Ermenisinda, who, if you look at it, she's got no martial arts. She's got 2 books. She's a thrifty clerk. She's cynical. She's gluttonous, content, but humble. Sisananda's probably going to take it. Mono, when you're ready, just launch that poll.
See, Ermenisinda doesn't have many books, but she does have 10 treasure chests, which is 10 more than I have.
Well, they seem to be empty, and there's just 3 coins outside of them. Wow,
No,
I knew
true.
me just trying to give people an informed choice of what would be best just wouldn't sell it.
Yeah.
It normally gets just under 20 before the voting peels off. But in a situation like this, people might feel hopeless and not bother. Wow. Really not winning by the margin that she should, considering I'm telling you outright, Sisananda is the woman for me. Okay, Mono, shut it down. Shut it down before she loses. Shut it down before I've got to marry Nathat. Thank God. Okay, so I'm going to arrange a marriage.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, and then that will take a little while to clear.
Yeah.
And then we'll maybe get an heir on the go.
I think so. I think let's
'Cause we've
make sure
got
that
2
marriage is all
heirs
firmed
for-
up, and then let's jump into the wheel and the heirs.
Yeah. And then I'll bother creating a council, and we'll do some of the boring stuff before we start
Yeah.
having fun.
Sean, bit of housekeeping. I'd suggest putting it onto Realm View again.
Okay,
Not
yeah.
W. That one.
I awoke this morning with no knowledge of my past or where I was. I was assured by confused servants who, assuming that this was some prank or test, told me that I'm their ruler. So, this is nothing to do with us. I've just got amnesia. I got amnesia in between asking to marry my wife and my wife arriving in Ireland. So please keep in mind that when my wife arrives, I'm not going to know who she is or where she's come from.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Oh, here we go.
I want gold. I think I want gold. So I'll
Yeah?
do that.
Okay. Yeah. So just before we jump into the fun stuff, just put it on Realm View, and I'd recommend upping the speed just a little bit.
I will up the speed, yeah, but at the moment we just want some very small things to happen before we start our normal play. Am I going to cheat impregnate? Sorry to hear that, Sparkle Fawcett. Thanks for jumping in.
Oh, goodbye.
I'm going to impregnate now, right? Just straight
yeah.
up. So how?
Yeah.
How? What am I typing?
You want char info 1.
Char info 1.
And
I
then
think I just need char info. That was an unknown command.
oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's pollinate.
How do you spell that? Pollinate or pollinate?
INAT.
Yeah.
And then it's your wife's character ID, and then your character ID.
Okay, so 73997, and then my character ID with a space in between.
Yeah, that's the one.
And then I suppose it will tell me if it's worked. So pollinate, wife character ID, my character ID.
Yep,
Pollinate.
I know.
Okay. She's been impregnated by Morl.
Yeah, damn
Okay,
right.
great. We've got an heir on the way. So
All right, here we go.
shall we? Once the heir is out and named, then we'll spin the wheel, just in case the wheel is fatal. I fulfilled my get married ambition. Now we just got to wait 9 months.
Do we want to pick another ambition in the meantime?
Yeah, okay. So, in the long term, what do people want to do? We need little ambitions to fulfill to make the game have any structure or narrative meaning for us as players. And we can have wealth, daughter, son, get strong. Just put that down as hench, Dan. Stewardship, learning, diplomacy, or become the king of Ireland. We'll include all of them. So it's get rich, have a son or a daughter. Get hench, get good with money. it's like a separate one from be rich, but it's just become good with money.
Get 8 books.
Get 8 books plus.
Yeah.
Get diplomacy. Or become the king of Ireland.
Yeah.
Mono, if you need me to go over that again, feel free. But if you've got it, just whack that poll up and we'll decide what we're doing.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're not limited to one of these. Once we achieve one of these, it will throw us back to this. So if we said, "Oh, I want to have a daughter," once I've had a daughter, it will just go, "Oh, do you want a new ambition?"
Yeah.
And also later, we'll decide our ambition for the whole playthrough.
Yeah.
The first one is get rich.
Yes. Should we pop the game on for a little bit in the background?
Yeah, that's not going to hurt, is it? So we'll just have it going at double speed, or two pegs of speed, 2 speed pips.
That's the one. 2 speed holes.
Speed holes is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go faster, pips.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Here we go. Polls up.
All right, here we go, guys.
This is our first ambition as the King of Mumu. Get hench or books. That's really good. That's quite a cultural divide right there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. No one's voted anything that's not. People skills. Oh, Fate
hello.
smiles upon me. Thanks, Fate.
No.
Hang on, wasn't she already pregnant? Or this is just when I get the event for it?
Yeah, that's when your character realises.
Yeah, okay, so she's canonically pregnant earlier than that, but...
Yes, canonically. You might want to turn off char info as well, just because it's in debug mode.
Yeah, it's ugly.
Yeah, okay.
Gotcha.
It is. It's bloody ugly.
If votes are slowing down, you might want to get rid of it. I think get hench is going to be our ambition.
Oh.
King Morl wants to get 8 swords. I can get 8. How many swords have I got right now? I think I've got 7, have I? I made myself okay. Yeah, I need 1 more sword. Well, that would be done in no time. Okay, so we're just waiting for my child to come out. Then we'll name them Gaunty Crisps so that Funny Air can... Oh, what's happening? I could scarcely believe it possible, but the pregnancy has managed to make my wife Sisananda look passable. Oh, I found myself strangely attracted to her since a few weeks. I'm attracted to my pregnant wife. Oh, so either this is So do I come on to my pregnant wife and lose piety, lose my relationship with God, or do I go, she's pregnant, what the hell? But then I lose my trait lustful. I will stop being lustful after that. So I lose piety or I lose lust.
Sorry, Sean, I just dropped for a bit there, but I'm back.
Oh, nice! I didn't even notice. Mono, if you just want to throw that to the people, I think they've got a lot of opinions. I think I'm going to have sex with my wife. Okay, pretty much unanimous across the board. Okay, I think we can shut that down. I don't think one's going to have a chance here. Be nice to know if anyone else. Quite happy for that to. That was never going to go any other way. Guys, I'm going to try and have sex with my wife. Sorry.
Good luck.
Cheers. I'll drink to that, eh? Cans out.
Maybe you should. Maybe you should have a look at your council.
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah.
My marshal is a bishop that hates me. That's probably not actually very good.
No.
But I don't have a steward. Probably good to have a steward. I'll just pick who's better. This isn't boring. These are boring decisions. I'll pick this guy because he's the only one who doesn't hate me that's okay at stewardship.
Yeah.
And I'll just pick people who are like roughly okay at their jobs. My wife's good at being a spy master, but she's preggo, so I probably won't right now. Who's very good at learning? This guy. Everyone hates me here. Oh well.
They might hate you less if you give them a job on your council.
Yeah, this guy hates me a lot less now
Or
that
if you
he's a
bribe them.
bishop. Yeah. So I've got a functioning council. I think nerdy and laddie do go hand in hand in a way that is quite unfortunate. But I don't know. No, hang on. I can give her a career, but it's a spy master career, and she's preggo. Hang on, what's happening now? It occurred to me that my wife is feeling somewhat gloomy as of late. The burden of her unborn child is surely causing some humoral imbalance that is affecting her mood. Do I buy her something nice? Giving me... I might get some new traits that make me either charitable or kind. Or I'm like, she's probably fine, and I just hope that that's fine. If
That would bring you
check
some
that-
negative piety as well.
What happens if I get into negative piety? Does the Pope invade?
Yeah, the Pope. Well, the Pope does not invade, but the Pope won't like you very much.
I'll live with that.
Well, you say that now.
Well, I do say that now. Mono, if you can just throw this to a poll. I like how sort of it's kind of a spooky, horny image that they give you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
There's good art for this game, but there is a lot of also quite bad art as well.
yeah. Well, I'm sure they'd outsource it to a bunch of different art studios.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
some of it is interns.
I think the laddiness comes with the fact that any game that has any interest in representing history as historical is necessarily going to be patriarchal. But our chat, we're not reflecting those. Although I say that, but I think a lot of people are going to be saying pollinate all night. So I don't know. I think culturally it could affect our brains.
Yeah.
All
A
right,
strange choice of word for the developers to use. But I suppose better than writing impregnate.
Yeah, have sex with. I think they needed one word that was a verb.
Yeah. I think pollinate's quite nice. I like flowers.
If you can shut that down, Mono, I don't think there's any debate to be had here. We're a kind king.
We are a lovely king.
Let's see.
I think
will give
our
my-
heir's almost with us.
Let's go improve some diplomatic relations. We can change all this in a bit, but let's just do some obvious, useful stuff. Can I settle a tribe? No. Can I oversee construction? Actually, probably no point doing that, but I'll build a spy network in the capital, and I'll improve religious relations with Wales. Why not?
The former residents of the former dynasty. Another universe.
Yeah, just a good callback there for the
Yeah, nice.
episode 0 fans.
Yeah.
So I guess at the moment
think
we're
all-
waiting around for what?
September time. It's almost time, I think.
Well, there's a wavering on how
The
long.
baby. I suppose, yeah, that's true. Could be anything.
It'll be a baby. I hope.
Well, it could be a bear.
Is that possible?
It is possible, yes. It could also be a demon. Oh, hello.
Welcome aboard, one proud Bavarian. You're at the King Morl episode 1 stream. So is this going to throw me to an opportunity to rename?
Yes, it will.
Nice. So I'm just going to check on the names requests. So Funny Air said they thought it'd be funnier if Funny Air comes secondary. So the first one is going to be Gaunty Crisps. I agree that Funny Air is a funnier name for a non-air. So this one can be Gaunty Crisps. A horrific name. So now, if I die, my heir is Gaunty Crisps. So we can afford to spin the wheel. Correct?
I think so. I think it's time.
So we're going to bring up the wheel here, and then we're going to find out what the request from Wheelfan 69420, what they're going to get. Oh, pause.
Excellent.
I'll deal with this new box in a second. Great, let's hope this wheel works how it should. I get a strong claim. It's a good wheel.
Oh, nice.
Okay, I'm going to be reliant on you to learn how to implement this strong claim, but...
Okay, so you want to open up the console.
Oh, I'm given no choice here. As a tradition, my wife, Sisanada, went to church after recovering. Unfortunately, she's still in a bad mood. Perhaps some old sin is weighing on her soul. That feels like it's... Oh boy, I feel like I'm going to get jealous of make something up in my own head here. She must deal with this problem on her own. Strong clam would have been funnier. Come on then, what we got?
So, did it state the name of the duchy we'd get a claim on the wheel?
No, it's just a strong claim.
All right. So we'd add a claim on a nearby duchy, I think.
Oh, what? Do we pick where we want to get a claim to?
Well, press I on your keyboard.
I?
Well, or put into de jure duchies.
Yeah.
Which is the... Yeah, there you go. So that breaks down all the duchies in Ireland. So you've got 5 duchies.
Which one's a duchy? Is it the big? Is it the big thing with the thick lines around it, or is the little ones?
It's the different colours.
Gotcha.
So this is different to... This is like possible realms, basically. So you see that Ulster in the top is a possible de jure duchy. And there are 5. And we have 1. So I think we'd put a claim on one of the other 4, basically.
And what am I looking at to tell me what the name of a duchy is? I'm still confused.
Okay, so click on any county in Ireland.
Right, Kildare.
Yeah, click on the county icon. That's the cross there.
So that's
that one. Yeah.
the chiefdom of Kildare.
Click on de jure.
Yeah.
And then go to the top left-hand crest.
The petty kingdom of Mide.
Yeah.
That's difficult to understand. And that covers all of this. Because all of these are tiny shades of green that are all represent different things. So that's one shade of green. That's a different shade of green. That's a different shade of green. That's a different shade of green.
A large part of this game is differentiating between very
similar colours,
differentiated colours. But basically, yeah. And numbers.
Well, I guess I should throw this to the chat, but no one's going to remember what they're all called. So Mide... Ulster's
Mide
Connacht. Mide Connacht. This will be Ulster, right?
I think so. Yeah, Ulster, yeah. And
so Mide, Connacht, Ulster and Leinster. I'm going to write that in the chat for Dan to get. So Mide, Connacht, Ulster and Leinster. So can you put those into a poll, Mono? And then I guess we'll work out where we're getting a claim to.
Yeah. So people in Twitch chat, it's maybe a good idea to pick a claim for someone who already owns that duchy. So someone already owns the Duchy of Ulster, so it might be a smart idea for you to claim that thing that already exists.
You can
But
give them
hey-
advice, you can lead them to water, but you can't make them drink.
No, absolutely. It's just the advice of a humble
Cheers.
Grand Vizier.
Case of people have chosen the county that's just harder to get to and
All right, great.
harder to do anything with, but we'll have it. Great. Okay, so how do
Someone
I?
in chat saying that. Oh yes. So add claim. Add underscore claim
Yeah.
space
Yeah.
D underscore Ulster.
D underscore Ulster. Why D? Duchy Ulster. Got it.
Yeah. That should work.
Just like Ulster has it. Unknown
we go.
command. Unknown command.
That's great.
Claim. Add
Wait, hang on.
add underscore claim. D.
Just try claim
Yeah.
D underscore Ulster. So get rid of the add. Sorry.
Claim added on Ulster. Also, given that we had one other heir to pre-donated,
Oh yeah.
shall we repollinate?
Let's bloody this up.
That's how we're
so there's
doing
a
it, right?
first-
The two previous ones are going to be just added back into
That's
the
the
game.
one.
This will be
That's the
funny
one.
air.
Yep.
Okay,
There we go.
pollinated. I don't like that. It's
Nice.
horrible.
No, well, yeah, no, it's not great. It's not great.
I've had trouble with a vassal of mine and tried anything I could to help us to get along better. Chancellor Chief Kubraka managed to do in one day what I'd struggled with for several weeks, when he told me just to ask the vassal for forgiveness. That was all that was needed. Shall I reward him by giving him a 1 gold? Or shall I go, it's just his job, who cares?
Yeah, this is sort of a banker's bonus kind of situation, isn't it?
It's very much
It's
a
like
banker's bonus.
on which side of history do you want to err? Yeah.
Yeah, can we just say reward or just his job? Chuck that to poll, Mono.
Yeah.
Own Tempura, yeah, Jambud is right. If you'd seen episode 0, you would know why we're not letting nature take its course. If you rely on nature, well, we've just been stung in the past. just know that.
Yeah, it's ended in disaster.
Multiple times in
Awesome.
one evening.
Multiple times, yeah. Again, it was like the game can end very suddenly if there is no one lined up to take your heir, and then all of Morl's freckles and gigantism would be lost forever to the annals of history.
Thank you very much for that £3 donation, Catbox. You want to be Chancellor for the sweet, sweet reward. Does that mean I'm making my Chancellor be you? You want the Chancellor to be renamed after you? And if so, am I naming it Catbox Man?
Or is the surname Box?
Yeah, is it Cat of Box or? We did have Rory Stewart, but I'm relying on people who were here last time. Good job. Then I lose a bit of gold, but everyone's happy.
Yeah. So we very much live in society.
So if the person who donated Rory Stewart is here and said, "Oh, I want Rory Stewart to be added back in," then I'd add Rory Stewart back in. But if that person's not here or doesn't care, then I'll save myself the effort. So let's look at our Chancellor then. We're going to... Oh, it's the guy that I just rewarded. They're going to be renamed Catbox, Cat of Box. I'll see if that's possible.
It should be in the game files.
So this is a little bit cumbersome, but I'm going to try and get it faster and faster. So this save file is going to be called King Morl Episode 1. And
Uncompress it as well.
Uncompress it, and then I'm going to save. And then, unbeknownst to you, I go in and I mess around with that save file data.
Yeah.
Oh, and the important thing I need is to know this guy's unique code. And I find him in the save data, and then I change his name. So his unique code is 252087. 252087. 087. So I know how to change people's first name really easily, but I don't know how to change their dynastic name.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's possible.
I think I will name him
short-term time
Catbox
frame.
because
Yeah.
I don't know how to do otherwise.
Yeah.
And then just to check that the way I'm doing it is correct, I'm going to save the game again, just in case what I've done is an absolute scrambling. Just put that as like, just in case. Then save. And then all I need to do is reload this game. But there is no load. Unfortunately, you can't do menu load. But if I go to single player load game and then I do episode 1, if everything has gone correctly, then
There we go. Yeah, that's right. Your vassal says Chief Catbox.
there we
good?
are. Chief Catbox of Locker Line.
Oh, the system works.
You are now inside. And what was that last donation we just got? Another spin once the spares sorted. Pissing myself, just to clarify, that's you saying once the second heir is born, we should spin the wheel again.
Nice. So I think we haven't got too long to go on that there. I think we
I'm losing you a little bit, unfortunately. You might want to repeat that.
Ooh. I said I don't think we're too far away from having that second heir.
That should be soon enough, so we'll the funny heir will be here soon. So what's this? Oh, I've got a claim to press and I've got a special minor title. So one thing is that we want to make sure we've
Robo
got...
pen or dark guys. My internet's a bit fucky.
I didn't quite catch all of that, but
yeah, hang on, my internet's a bit fucky, bird.
That's fine. What's my
Hello?
chancellor? Hello.
There we go. Oh, hello.
Fate smiles upon me.
Oh,
That's the pregnancy made official.
congratulations.
Ta. What's this as well? Special minor titles. I'm not fussed about that. That can wait. But I have a claim. Oh, I have another claim I can press. A claim that's actually geographically relevant.
Oh, Sean. Well, I mean, if you could pop it onto realm map mode for sanity, if that's all right.
Yeah.
There we go. So now we can see the sort of surrounding lands.
Someone's having a go at Ulster up here. Sorry, I'll let you speak.
Oh, no, they are, aren't they? Who's at war with them?
You'll have to guide me through this. What am I looking at here?
Underneath his character portrait, there's that sort of black eagle thing.
At war against
King Ivar the Boneless.
Ivar the Boneless?
Oh, he's about to lose. Ivar's about to win as well.
It's from like a Danish-controlled northern island. What are these islands called?
The Western Isles?
Okay. Well,
I think.
The Danish-controlled Western Isles is about to invade the north of Ireland.
Well, I think they're about to win as well.
Hebrides.
I feel like this is...
Well, Ulster will be a little bit more complicated, but I could... These guys have not very many troops to speak of. Do I have a lot of troops? No. So we'll leave that for a bit. Oh, Ergen the Strange.
Although, one of...
Ergen the Strange says I'd be a better steward than Din May. And then wants it. Am I going to give Ergen the Strange stewardship? I don't want to be boneless.
I feel like boneless is a compliment.
Boneless is for food, not for rulers. And you can put that on a plate. Take it all the way to the bank. Do we want a poll on
deposit your bones.
Is this stuff interesting enough for a poll? Spleeney, I reckon that's plausible. Go on my gut.
Yeah,
my gut has been outsourced once again.
Yeah.
But if I keep this will happen a lot. This event is really common where someone goes, I bet I could do that. And it really pisses people off if like a strange man's entered the court and gone, can I have his job? And the king goes, yeah, fine. Like, we've not even evaluated if this guy's good at this job.
Yeah, especially someone called The Strange.
Yeah, you can't have got that from being good at any job. What job would give you that title? So he wants to be a steward, right? What? Oh, he's actually a pretty good steward. Yeah. He's actually a pretty good steward.
He's got 16 empty chests with 3 coins next to them.
Yeah, those 3 coins is like a little display window. Yeah, that's quite a lot. 42. Actually, that's 42. Almost as much as the entire kingdom. I've got 69.
Oh. Sean.
Yeah.
Actually, if you died in about a month, I think you'd have 69 score as well.
Great. Oh. Well, that would be a good way in and out of season 1 of.
Yeah. Speed run to 69 score percent.
We've hung on in. So once this next heir is out, we will decide the overarching. Oh God, the Hebrides had it. The Hebrides have taken Ulster, part of Ulster. The Hebrides have taken.
Looks like they've got Dublin as well, or the bit north of Dublin.
Oh God, the Hebrides have absolutely messed me up. Yeah, the Hebrides are like taking Ireland. Please stop saying out. Am I saying out a lot? I don't know what that means. Oh, what am I saying? The air comes out. I'm trying to think of. Yeah, you're right. I thought it was euphemistic, but maybe it's actually really graphic to say that. When the air is born, I'll just say born like a normal person. Yeah, born it is.
Bear with me, Sean. I'm just trying to deal with my internet.
That's fine. That's fine. I think I know what I'm doing, but I mean, I say that I'll get confused very soon. Council's doing fine. My steward is terrible at stewardship, which is a shame. What are you going to do? They're fond of me. Extracted. We're not having extracted. Spawned, I think, is okay. Pops is arguably more graphic than comes out. Oh boy. Escaped is good. I like escapes. Arrive. So Jambud is searching for an actual pleasant neutral term, which... funny air, 1 word or 2? What do you reckon? Do you want a space or do you want it to roll on? Funny air. So I need to check what my succession laws are. So I've got 2 children now. I've got Gaunty Crisps. Oh, because I've turned off historical sexism, my daughter will inherit first because she's the eldest.
Yes.
I've got a few quite interesting claims, you know. Oh no, they're just 2 parts of my claim on the Duchy of Ulster. No, never mind. I need, before I can do anything... Oh, and now we can spin the wheel again. We were waiting for the spare, but the spare has now arrived.
Oh, nice.
So let's get on with that. Oh, God. Ergen the Strange is back again.
Dang.
Dang is correct.
He's not even accepting a sort of... diplomatic answer.
Yeah, I'm essentially got to tell him to F off or go.
Yeah.
You clearly got a lot of ambition. You're clearly stoked, so that deserves some sort of reward.
He's hustling. It's a difficult industry.
Yeah, I think Mono summed it up well, because no matter what, I'm gonna go beforehand, because
Yeah.
I've been pushed against the wall here. It's all about whether you respect gumption. Vis-a-vis, do we want to have someone who's been nicknamed the Strange?
What are his traits, Sean?
Yeah, what's this guy like? I mean, people are already voting. He's a fortune builder, so actually he's got an incredibly good business sense, and he's a very good steward.
Yeah.
He's a scholar, he's lazy, he's ambitious. Ambitious is not a trait you want in your court. Gregarious, kind, and charitable. Actually,
He seems like quite a nice guy.
This
I mean, he's a bit
guy
lazy.
seems pretty good, actually, but it looks
Yeah.
like we're not going to hire him.
Oh, man.
Yeah, ambition is bad, but they're a fortune builder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's not going to happen. Well, you got to convince your peers. This is deliberative democracy : the game.
Yeah. Got to have your comms worked out.
Yeah, if you really want me to hire him, you got to get up your PR strategy out for the rest of the chat.
Yeah. Oh, the Pope's died, by the way, Sean, if you saw.
In the game?
Yes, in the game. Although,
Yeah.
I mean, it could have gone either way, really.
Who knows? It looks like I'm telling him to go and F himself. Great. Let's chuck to the wheel.
Alrighty, let's do this, guys.
It's another big spin of the
yeah.
scary wheel.
Yeah.
I got cash. I'm getting some. What was the other one we got? What did we get last time? Strong claim. We're getting all the good stuff today.
We're getting some pretty good stuff. There is some horrible stuff on there as well, which I do.
There's
hope
some
we land
terrible
on.
stuff in there. If you look directly opposite cash, there's imprison self, where we trigger an event where you accidentally lock yourself in the dungeon and have to be there until you die.
Yeah, there's no way to free yourself.
There's dreadful stuff in the wheel.
Yeah. Well, Sean, you're now the single wealthiest man in the world. So if you pop up the console,
Yeah.
and just enter in the command cash,
Yeah.
then there you go.
Is that it? Just you put cash and you get cash?
Yeah, have a look.
Yeah. I got $5,000. Well,
Yeah.
I can.
You can invest that, or you can keep it for yourself, or you can.
Oh, what could I invest it in? And what does investment mean? Hang on. There's a righteous imprisonment thing. What's going on here? Hang on. Pause the game. The game's trying to get me to imprison Chief Catbox. We've got a 48% chance of success. If we fail, he might declare war on us or flee to another court. Now,
He's got really good stats.
One thing I find really confusing is it doesn't tell us what this person has done. What's Catbox done?
Intrigue tab. There should be an option for you to see his crimes. It's the one to the right of the sword.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So known plots.
One. Okay, yeah. So what's he trying to do? Kill me?
He's trying to kill you. He's trying to kill you. Yeah.
Catbox has decided it is time for King Morl to depart this world. Chief Catbox and his backers will look for opportunities to kill King Morl. The higher the plot power, the more likely they are to find openings. The plot power is already at 62%.
That's not great.
That's like, he's more likely to kill me than not kill me. Like, left to his own devices, if we flipped a coin, I'd probably die.
And he's got the backing of the church as well in the local area.
Oh, because I hired that bishop that hates me. Do you remember that?
Who's your marshal? So he's in control of your armies.
Yeah, do you remember I said the guy who controls my army is a priest who hates me? I remember that was an early doors gripe of mine.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm probably going to have to send Catbox. So what do I do now? I just try and imprison.
So there's a way for you to. You could try to imprison him. You could ask him to end the plot, just there. See if he says yes. He might not.
So if I ask him to end the plot and he says no, there's probably no bad.
He won't end the plot.
Oh,
He's not going to do it.
do we know why? Do we know just
hover over no? Just doesn't want to.
Just doesn't want to. I want to kill you more than I want to not kill you.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, fair enough.
So usually,
hang on,
you
Mono's just made a poll of their own accord, but all right.
Like, oh well, okay. This is a. Oh dear.
It looks like I'm bound to this. I mean,
Yeah, it looks like
Mono
the
is my
houses-
Lord Privy Seal, so I'm just bound by what they think is a good poll.
Yes, as in real government. It seems that democracy has moved into the stage of self-legislation as opposed to rubber stamping. This is
It was inevitable, wasn't it? This is tight. This is pretty tight.
So usually you can increase your chances of success for arrest if you put your marshal in the province where the traitor is.
Yeah,
but your marshal is in on the plot.
My marshal is the person who helped him do it.
Yeah,
So my marshal's going to get sacked regardless.
Yeah,
My marshal can't stay after this.
he's got to go.
Hi,
He will
Phil.
hate you
How are
more,
you
of
doing?
course.
Is that it for voting then? Looks like I'm going to try and get the cat box. Were you around for King Morl episode 0, or is this whole thing completely new to you? Okay, then I'm just going to try and imprison Catbox.
Here we go.
Catbox is
Oh,
now
it worked.
safely locked in my dungeon.
Okay. Well, that was painless.
Yeah, relatively.
So yeah.
So
Yeah,
prisoners
that's
is
So
opinion.
You can do
They could hate me more, and then I can also release, ransom, or just kill.
there are other options as well. So because they're a traitor, you could revoke their titles for yourself. So I think you can. If you right click. Revoke title. You could theoretically. Now I'm not sure this.
Why would I not do that? Why would I not just take their titles every time if I could?
Okay, so the tribal laws of your kingdom don't allow you to revoke, which is an issue.
So I should try and change the laws of my kingdom.
Not
then?
question.
What makes most
Yes.
sense? Should I change the law so I
So
can
you
revoke?
could do that in the laws. Sorry, Sean. Am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, it's just dropping a bit for me. Yes, so you. All right, so you're a tribal kingdom, which means that you're limited in what you can do with your laws.
So I shall try and turn my tribal organisation up.
Yes. So one of the things you can do
Effects
is
revocation of titles allowed if I turn it up to low organisation. Oh, I'm losing you now. Spleeny, how am I behaving like Putin? Catbox was trying to kill me, and now I'm putting him in prison. Phil, if you've not seen before, this is Crusader Kings II, which is a sort of a Middle Ages diplomacy simulator, and me and Ben Alborough above, now probably trapped in some sort of Ethernet hell, have turned it into an interactive format for guiding a dynasty through the Middle Ages collaboratively through polls and donation incentives.
Yeah.
So I didn't
Nice
catch what
democracy.
you said, but it looks to me I should click this button here and get some low organisation.
Basically, yeah, you want to increase your tribal organisation. You want to generally reform your government to be a feudal government, which you can do by doing that, by changing laws, and also by investing in your main castle.
Oh, I can build some nice buildings.
You can build some nice buildings.
I should
So
say,
if you-
here it says people are almost certainly not going to go for me changing the law. People don't want me to do this, it seems.
I think that there's no voting. I don't think your councillors have the right to vote on laws.
Oh, so even though they have a negative opinion, it doesn't matter. I just go,
Yeah.
I'm the bloody king. What do you want to do about it?
Damn right.
All right. Okay,
we
so
go.
now I've approved the laws of that. Now I can revoke Catbox's titles. Is that correct?
Let's try it.
Yeah, I can do it.
Let's do it.
Sorry, Catbox. Phil, the game is so inscrutable that Ben's primary reason for being here is that they have got 1,000 hours in it, and I just don't know how to play it.
1,000 hours and 5 achievements.
Incredible. Out of how many possible achievements?
Oh, like 400.
In 1,000 hours. My titles, please.
Yes. Here we go.
It will lower the opinion. My other vassals will dislike me for this.
But you don't have any other vassals.
Yeah.
Don't hate this. Yeah, don't hate the player, hate the game.
So have I got a new thing now? I have as well.
You do.
Well, this I think one of these is new. Pretty good.
If you invest in your main castle, which you can do by clicking on your main county, and then
Yeah.
on your little tribal picture there.
The two ads. Oh yeah, and
That's
just
the
so
one.
you know, Phil, we're playing Mumu, which is. Oh, hang on, we got to take this. I said that like it was a phone call. I took a good look at myself and thought about my weaknesses and strengths. After many hours of soul searching, I realised I've got nothing to be ashamed of. Makes me proud. I have strength but more weaknesses. That makes me humble. That I can't do. Or can I do? It's like kind of covered by a page, but I can seemingly click on it. Ben, have you seen this before?
Sorry, you're about to repeat that. I'm doing frames. What was this?
This third option is partially covered by like a ripped page, but it looks like I can click on it.
You should be able to drag the window. You've got 2 events.
Oh, that's me being silly. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
These are 2 separate events. Let's deal with the first one first then. Have I got
Yeah.
nothing to be ashamed of, or have I got strengths but more weaknesses? Thank you, Catbox Man. Still providing a lot of good advice from prison.
Yes.
What do we reckon? What am I like?
So a reminder of the kind of strengths and weaknesses that he might be talking about. He's a freckled giant, possessed and shy and stressed.
I'm a master seducer.
Masters and lustful. He's a hedonist. He's extremely horny.
Yeah, did we cover possessed? I've got ghosts in me.
We got shy instead, I think.
Oh, what, shy instead of ghost? That's crazy. Looks like I'm going to become proud. Oh, I'm a poet as well, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and a falconer. You write poems about your birds.
I'm not yet hench. I need one more sword to achieve true henchness. But I'm ghost free as of
you need to be able to lift 8
870.
swords.
Yeah. And we're doing big swords as well. Not like little fencing swords. Okay, I reckon we can shut that one down. I think I'm not ashamed. My wife, Sisananda, has complained about me being absent so often. And so when I found I had some extra gold to spend, I decided to buy her something nice. Maybe some kind of jewellery? This bracelet would really bring out the colour of her eyes. A cameo of myself, perhaps. Oh, she likes that more. That is, so a bracelet she'd like a bit. A cameo of me. I don't know what a cameo means in this context. A statue?
A picture? Chat if you know about medieval art or jewellery. Then
If I get
cameo.
If I get her ruby earrings, she falls in love with me. Because remember, this is an arranged marriage. We're not necessarily in love, right? This is the 9th century. And then there's just, I might just keep the gold, and then she's going to be sad. So we've got bracelet, cameo, earrings, gold. Cameo is a brooch, but it's a brooch of me. Actually, that's not as bad as it sounds.
Bear in mind as well, now the written time medieval was.
Say that again? Ben, I might need that again. It was He'll be back. A picture of Morl. We don't want love. I've got $5,000 and you can't even pay for my wife to be in love with me. What's wrong with you? I'm the richest man in the world. And it's 5 extra coins and my wife will love me for the first time. But we'd rather it as a picture of me because it's funny. Welcome back, Ben.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know what's happening on my internet. It's really fucky.
That's okay. Everyone's internet can go bonkers from time to time.
Yeah, it's really annoying. What's happening? What's happening?
Well, everyone really wants it to be a picture of me, even though if I just spend 5 more coins, Phil. I appreciate the sentiment, but I'm telling you what the tooltip text says. 15 gold buys love.
Yeah, I mean, think of all those extra bonuses to well-performing chancellors you could provide with that extra 5 gold, though.
I've got 5 golds to spare. I've got literally 1,005 golds. All right, shut it down. I'm sending her a picture of myself, even though I personally, the actual king, just wants my wife to love me. I've sent her a brooch with my face in it, but she doesn't even love me. All right, well, that's me.
Yeah. I think, Sean, you should invest some of your resources. I think you should build something in your capital.
Oh, yeah. It's very easy to get distracted in this game.
Yeah.
What do I want, then?
So, you can build one of two things. Earth Hill Fort will eventually allow you to convert your holding into a castle and become a feudal lord, which would be the strongest possible recommendation I could give at this point. Market Village would just get you some more money, which you don't need.
So I should just click this and do an Earth Hill Fort.
I would say.
Cara Compass, I didn't invent the word pollinating, I'm just responding to what the developers. How much land what do I have? I have this. Where these 3 people are stood, with this kind of border around it. Oh, the art of leading men to battle has always fascinated you. To study this critical science, you've ordered the construction of a miniature army in wood. Okay, what, like a terracotta army but made of wood?
I think like toy soldiers.
Oh, we're not even... So tiny toy soldiers.
Yeah.
Cicinanda scoffs at you for playing with toys, but truly, what do women folk know of war?
Bearing in mind that you're a giant, how big are these miniature armies? Are they normal sized?
They could be normal sized.
Yeah.
This is going to give me my last sword, isn't it? Get in! We got 8 swords.
Hey.
So what we need now, I think, I'm pausing the game because this is important. In fact, I'm going to go to the double, the king and advisor screen.
Hello.
What we need is a long-term ambition that's going to frame the whole King Morl series. My webcam's moved slightly. Normally it's a bit more like this. I don't know, I'm really on the side. That's not important. The important thing is we need to have a long-term goal.
Yeah. I mean, obviously there are like sort of medium-term goals in maybe expanding your territory in Ireland, but is there a goal beyond that? The English mainland, or something completely different?
Yeah, just to take us back to the game here, one of the big things we could do is go like, we're Ireland. Do we want Spain to be Irish? Is that going to be our goal? Or do we want to control... What's this? Is that
the Italians are revolting. That's Sardinia and Corsica.
Okay. We could make Sicily. This is Sicily, right? My geography's really getting it.
That's Sicily. We
could make Sicily Irish. Yeah, I've turned the SFX down now. I realised the thing Jammer was talking about. Is it different now?
We've got dynamic sound effects on, which I think means that it's very windy high up. And... Yeah.
Taking over the UK is reasonable, but I'd say it's actually not ambitious enough. Right, Ben, you've played this a lot. You think the...
Yeah, I mean, it's the kind of thing as well that will also evolve as you go along. Once you find yourself getting into stride, you might find new goals, you know?
What, you think it might be too early doors to pick what the goal is?
I think maybe. I think you should I think maybe we should establish ourselves in the short and medium term.
Okay. So what I'd say to the
get
chat is think about that concept. We want, because this game doesn't really give you a strong objective. It doesn't go like, now you've won. You just play until you don't really want to play anymore. I definitely think populate the Siberian waste. I'm not sure actually.
I don't think you can do that.
Can I become
you
a bear?
can.
I don't know if I could become a bear. Some of these questions I actually can't answer, but
You could become a bear if we got a donation and rolled the wheel onto the bear thing for a sibling, and then found a way to marry them off so that you could end up marrying one of your children to a bear, so your grandchild could be a bear. So it's very long and complicated, but you could. There
It's
could
not
be a
impossible.
scenario. Yeah.
Here's a proposition, and I might change my mind on this. We can decide a goal, and if ever that goal is fulfilled, that's it. King Morl's is ended, or like season 1 is ended. We're done. But we can change that goal at any time through democracy. Like if I get a strong sense that people aren't happy with what the goal is, then we can just reopen what the goal is. So keep that in mind for this stream. Maybe we don't need to decide the goal now because we are just setting ourselves up as the King of Mumu. Okay, the goal is... Okay, yeah, I understand.
There's a strong consensus in the chat.
And you're adamant that it's possible, right?
It is possible, but it requires a number of things to happen. So, chats, I hear your F's for bear.
Yeah,
but
we've heard it.
What we need, guys, is we need to roll that on the wheel. So if we want a bear, which we can do, then
the only way to guarantee that we're adding a bear into the game is and then that bear will be my sibling, so they're in the dynasty, so then we need to finagle them so that they become the head of the dynasty. Then I'm a bear.
So you could it can be any close relative, apart I think any blood relative.
but the fact that they're a blood relative, is being a bear a trait that can get passed on genetically when you have an heir?
Yes, it is also a culture.
So once we add a bear into the bloodline, we've got a chance to have a bear heir.
It's possible for the bear to be married off and then have thousands of bears ruling, and the same with horses. This is what the game has given us.
But you know what? I've just got my head around how you might become a bear and rule as a bear, but that's not what that's not what we're going to have to do according to Twitch right now. We're not the we're not the air bear bunch. We're the papal bear. It doesn't rhyme as much.
I can't see the polls. What does it say, Sean?
Well, Bear Pope is inching it. Oh no, it's 50-50.
Okay, so I will say to the chat, it is basically impossible to force someone to be Pope. It is.
Yeah, even I'm aware of that. You can't quite influence the papal.
You can do it indirect. So what you'd have to do is you'd have to buy DLC to allow you to vote for the College of Cardinals. Finagle getting a bear into your family, give them a bishopric, and then hundreds of thousands of pounds into their campaign to become a cardinal, and then hope that they become pope, and that might take 300 years.
They're not. That's not put them off. So what you're saying is Bear Pope is about as close to impossible as you can get without it not actually being impossible.
Yes, I mean, also it all hinges on the fact that we can't roll the wheel unless we receive the correct donation.
Yeah, I can't just spin the wheel. So
Bear Pope. I mean, there's no reason why we couldn't aim for Bear Pope.
It's 50-50 every time. It's like...
Sean, what options do I vote for? Sean, how do I rig this?
I've just got Trammy Stand by the Jams has donated £7 spin for the bear. So it sounds like we know. Like I think people have had their imaginations captured.
Okay,
but it's still absolute standstill on the voting.
Okay, what number do I vote for, Sean, to make sure
We're
Pope
not
doesn't-
allowed. We're not allowed.
Oh,
50-50
okay.
does not mean that we do both. 50-50, and this is not something we thought about. This isn't something we've thought about, but I'm going to say 50-50 means we keep the poll open.
yeah.
They are compatible. That's why if I become a bear and then I become the Pope, I'm basically...
If you become the Pope, the game instantly ends.
Is that true?
Yes, you can't play as the opposite.
I didn't know that.
No, yeah, yes.
The game just ends if you become the Pope.
Instantly. It says, bye.
Mono, you can close down the poll whenever you want. I think we've been given our answer.
What are we doing, Sean?
You're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it.
Okay, so we have to abide by the results of the vote.
Yes.
We have to accept it and
we
move on.
lost. We should get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to achieve this, a number of things have to happen, but the two most immediate ones are
We need a bear.
we need a bear. So we need to
Oh God, we got to roll. We got to roll, right?
yeah, we've got to roll, and we can only roll if we receive the right donation incentive.
Well, we've received one, so we've
Oh.
got one roll coming.
Okay.
Someone specifically said roll for bear,
Okay.
which is just the
Well-
same as rolling.
Yeah, let's find out.
Do you want to describe everything we need to do, and then we'll roll, and then we'll even know if we're on
Okay.
the path. So what do we have to get through?
Okay,
Yeah,
to become
let's-
Pope. Oh, all good.
Yeah.
Okay, to become Pope, we need to roll. We need to get bear. We need to choose the right decisions in that event chain to make sure that our relative becomes a bear. Then we need to make it so that bear, we can grant them a bishopric, which means we'd have to have a bishopric from somewhere, which we can't do until we reform the government to be feudal. And then we need to buy DLC, which we can do, which we've got
we
some
can
mechanics.
do that. Everything so far we can do.
We can
It's
do.
just a
Then we'd
lot.
have to pump hundreds to thousands of pounds to get a bear into the College of Cardinals, which would not be very popular because the existing cardinals would not want a bear as a cardinal.
So it'd probably make the campaign a lot more expensive.
Very. And then we'd have to wait and see and hope that the Pope dies and his replacement is a bear. But it's not impossible. But I'd say odds are maybe 1% of that achievably happening.
I think
But-
I think they want those odds. And Phil is right. We can change the goal once, maybe at a future point. If you, I don't think people in their current states can imagine this, but in a future point, after a very long time of trying to make a bear be the Pope, we might not want to do that anymore.
We might not want to do that.
Once you've understood exactly how impossible that is. But right now, you're not in that mindset. So, yeah, quite correctly, the goal is become bear Pope.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I hope that you can make.
Funnier is
your
suggesting that
relative-
even if we buy the DLC, it can't be retroactively applied to this save game.
I don't think that's true.
I will just
don't think
leave
that's
that
true.
to someone to look that up and find that out. Obviously, that would mean it is impossible. But can a bear?
I think it's all right, but I mean, if someone in the chat knows better than me, then that's obviously fine.
There's going to be some wiki page somewhere. Caitlin has asked an incredibly important question: can a bear marry a horse?
Can the bear to impregnate the horse? To marry the horse, you need to do something clever, but I don't know exactly what. Because the horse has got a trait called horse, and the horse trait prevents it from being married. But there is a way around that. People are constantly doing it, and like
People are constantly doing it.
yeah, well, the developers keep on patching it out, and then enterprising people keep on finding ways to make it so you can marry a horse. horse percent on speedrun.com.
Oh wow! Oh, that's incredible. Okay.
I don't
Funny,
know,
yeah.
it's just
Funny,
real
yeah. When you
classic,
said yes, I think is that yes, I think it's impossible. Just to clarify.
Matt Benjamin saying what we name the bear. False witness. She's suggesting. If you want to name anything, then the power is in you.
Yeah, the donation goals for naming any NPC will apply equally to bears and horses as it does to anything else.
Absolutely. How do you feel about donations overwriting previous donations?
I hadn't really thought about it. Shall we set what the policy is as and when?
Yeah, I think so.
Get horse percent world record. I don't. Oh my god. Currently, it's become Bear Pope, and I think everyone's brain is whirring, and they want me to immediately overturn that with a new one. Let's give it 10 min before we overturn that. And if you're still, it's one of those things where if you still want that in a bit.
Have we
Wicked.
rolled the wheel
That's
yet?
good to hear, Funny. No, we haven't actually.
Should we
I
do
think
that?
it's nice in these conversations just to keep that little nugget of excitement in the future, so it keeps people invested. It's it's an light entertainment psychological trick.
Oh, is it?
Well, I don't know. I think it's sound impressive if I make that claim. Okay, so we're back to Jambud's in an ad. I'll let Jambud let me know when you've cleared that ad, because I think the wheel of there is no queue. There's no current queue. Cool. Now it's time to spin that wheel.
Okay.
Syphilis. Well, it didn't work out, did it? We might have a bear, but we have syphilis. Okay. How do I
So
add?
this is event 6000.
Event space 6000.
Correct.
A strange reddish-pink rash appeared on my palms and soles not long ago with a fever and a headache. Some parts of the rash have developed abscesses, and it is both ugly and itchy. What is wrong with me? Has great pox.
Yeah, so this is bad. This is really bad. So this is -2 to health. We are also currently stressed. So we've got a -3 modifier.
I got -3 to everything, including fertility and health.
Yes.
And attraction. Obviously, I'm less attractive because of the abscesses.
Yeah, definitely, I'd say.
Well, at least she didn't love me, otherwise she'd be going through hell right now.
You've got one less sword as well. And one less book.
Oh yeah, we don't have a new ambition. So I've become stupider, weaker, and basically worse across the board.
You got syphilis.
I've got syphilis, yeah. Like, just imagine what it'd be like to have syphilis and you're there.
Yeah. Put yourself in...
How do I have hang on, this is important. I'm going to pause in the game for this. I have title loss on succession.
Oh, you're on Gavelkind. So, Don Laws.
Yeah?
Inheritance. Gavelkind, yeah. So on Gavelkind, your inheritance is split equally among your children.
Oh, so my heir wouldn't have all the titles I have because Gaunty Crisps will get some of it, but Funny Heir will get another title, so it gets split.
Yeah, basically. So you can change succession laws, but...
I mean, I'd like to. Yeah, I'd love to do that.
So hover over the question mark under Tanistry, for instance.
Yeah, I don't understand any of these words, so I'm relying on you a lot here.
Okay, so Tanistry is basically an elective monarchy, but within your dynasty.
I need feudalism, don't I? Looks like I need feudalism.
No, you can do it with a tribal government, but you need to have reigned for 10 years, and no one needs to hate you. So
no, okay, so what I'll do is I'll wait, hope I don't die, probably won't die, then I will just pay off all my councillors so that I can change the succession laws.
That sounds good to me.
Gaunty Crisps will get all the titles. Okay.
That's a good idea. In the meantime, you have built a wooden hill fort in your tribe.
Hey, wicked. Shall I get, like, one of my people can make buildings. Someone can make buildings happen faster. Oh, they're already doing it. Yeah. I've got no Chancellor. I should sort that out.
Damn right.
Because Catbox was my Chancellor, and Catbox tried to kill me.
Yes. I mean, Catbox is still sitting in your dungeon, not doing it. Oh! Okay, so what just happened is that you died of syphilis.
Oh! Syphilis killed me.
Syphilis killed you.
The
So you're
death
now-
noise made me jump. The death noise. It was because I've turned every other sound effect down on this. I think I must have kept it up for like certain events.
Yeah.
Death. I didn't turn the death down.
Well, very much the shock that you'd receive if you did die.
Well,
So
I mean, it's a more
immersive.
confusing shock because it's like my soul's just got into my daughter.
Well, yeah. So yes. So you died of syphilis.
Oh no, and we've got Gavelkin. So a vital part of my, just so people understand, a vital part of my kingdom is now being controlled by Funny Air, who is someone else, who is just being played by someone else.
Yeah.
And they might be as ambitious as I am, so they might be trying to get my titles off of me. So I'm Gaunty Crisps now. But if I die,
You are.
I just go into Funny Air and I'm Funny Air. But we can't let these people die until they've got married and had children,
Broadly speaking, yeah.
broadly speaking. So Funny Air, you are now not my child, but my direct rival, who is also a child.
Yes.
Dear daughter, may you live in harmony and contentment. Oh, so actually, my long-suffering wife has now sort of become my regent and will rule on my behalf until I come of age.
So in a regency, you're a little bit limited as what you can do. So I'd recommend turning up the game speed a little bit.
Yes.
I think
So-
you have to get council approval for wars. It might. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't played a tribal. I haven't played a tribal child for a while.
Okay. King Morl has given up the ghost at age 41. He died of the Great Pox, which someone gave me via the wheel. Well known to be prone to carnal sins, right, because we turned my horniness up to max.
Yeah.
He was often unfaithful to his wife. Well, I didn't get those events. A wicked man, Morl will surely pay for his sins in the afterlife. So that was me. That
He's
was
in
me.
hell. He's dead.
I've been in the game now. I'm dead. Now I'm Gaunty
Yeah.
Crisps. And Funny Air, who's in the chat, is my... I'm Queen Gaunty Crisps. And Funny Air in the chat is my rival and brother.
Yes.
So be
That's
it.
right. Yeah.
King
Basically.
Ball. Okay, let me just appoint some new a new council. I find the council stuff a little bit boring, so I'll just do it. Oh,
Yeah, just-
my mum can be the chancellor. I
Yeah.
trust my mum, I reckon. Stewardship can be done by Aogan the Strange, given everyone was really keen on him.
That's what he always wanted. That's what he always wanted to do a ship.
He did always want that, yeah. And the chaplain can be done by... he's anyone that's good, but he doesn't like me. Oh, but he likes me now that he's the chaplain.
Yeah.
Shall I just like pay some of these people off so they stop hating me? I could just give him a gift. I'm like,
You're loaded.
I'm megabucks, aren't I? So just here, just have a gift and stop crying all the time. Grow
Don't
up.
worry.
Okay, so I am 4 years old.
You've got quite good stats for a 4-year-old. You got one sword. That's
Hey.
more than I had when I was small.
Yeah. We could arrange a marriage, but it would only happen once I come of age.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably better.
To wait and see what options I've got when I'm...
I think so.
And also, if I do die now, the game doesn't end. I just become Funny Air.
Yeah, but if Funny Air dies, then you
Then
also
I'm gone.
go.
That's the end. That's the end of us having a laugh.
Yeah, that's it. I would, Sean, in terms of like short-term goals,
Yeah.
be thinking about expanding your realm.
Yeah, okay,
That's
so
the
I
claims.
ought to... I'm training troops, so maybe I have more troops. I've lost some of my claims, so I'll see what I've got in a second.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll fabricate some claims against this spot, so just... I want to, like, do a clean sweep, right? And, like, if I can get there, then I'm sort of... You know, I don't want to be ever fighting wars of two fronts. Because in a way, this is a convenient place to be, because no one can ever, like, come and flank me from behind.
Absolutely not. So you've placed your Chancellor on somewhere where you already have a claim, just so you know.
Oh, I've got to wait.
So you sent your mother...
for like half a year.
Yeah, you sent
before
your
I can
mother to the
change it.
south of Ireland to do something that she doesn't need to do. But that's okay. That's fine.
All right, well,
Can't be
let's
helped.
improve religious relations with the... Oh, I can't with the pagans because they're not interested. I guess with Ulster. And it gives me a bit of visibility with what's going on over there. Hang on, Ulster's being carved up again. Now Ulster's being carved up by... Name any NPC eggy breakfast. Thank you very much, Ed Fiasco. Ed, now that I've got a whole new council, there's my council, or there's my mum. They are the obvious choices. So if you've got a unless they've got a boat, quite right, Mono, not worth thinking about.
No.
Ed, if you've got any strong preferences, any of these
sure.
are up for grabs.
One of the things that I've realised is that because you have so much money, you could simply hire some mercenaries and declare war on your neighbours.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might do that. I think it might be time for war.
I think
we're pretty deep into this campaign, and we've not spilt a drop of blood.
No, not. I mean, apart from this, or the syphilis. But that's sort of self-inflicted.
I'm going to go to the bathroom quickly, so it's a good time if people want to make a cup of tea or have a little break.
Yeah. In the meantime, I cannot see Twitch chat currently, but I'll just respond to what I assume people are saying.
I think we're going to go to war when we come back. I'll give Ed some time to pick. People can advise Ed on who he wants to change to eggy breakfast. These are the obvious choices, considering my mum is in here. My mum is a chancellor. And then Ben can regale you if he so wishes. I'll be back in not long. I'm going to make a cup of tea and go to the bathroom.
All right. Okay, I've got Twitch chat up now, so I'm not totally blind or deaf, although I still can't really see anything that's going on. So, second foray into Crusader Kings 2. Going a bit better than the first, I think. Band. We're going to have a bear in the Sistine Chapel. Is that where the Pope lives? Where does the Pope live? Where does the Pope live? He lives in... Does he have a house in the Vatican? I mean, I think the Pope's rich. Is the Pope rich? What's the Pope's salary? Would the Pope have a second home somewhere, like somewhere in the north, somewhere like away from his work? What's his work-life divide? These are the big questions. Well, anyway. I mean, look, guys. I want a bear pit as well, just as much as the next guy, Spleeny. But this is a collaborative effort, and we all need to pull our weight. That wheel needs to be spun. And once we get our bear, then everything's go. Oh, there's a poll. How's it going? Let's have a look. I am watching this on my phone. Yeah, doing good. It's all right. Lol bears. I might vote for this one. I think I'm going to vote 1. I'm voting 1. There we go. Yeah, it's doing good. I feel like doing good and the inclusion of bears are not mutually exclusive, like generally, although they are on the poll. Oh, brilliant. So Sean's just got a claim for something that we already have a claim for. Sean?
Oh, something has won a poll. Hang on.
Yes.
Things have been... It feels very new to me that things can be moving in the background while I'm away.
Yes. So in addition to the poll, your Chancellor has fabricated a claim for something that you already have a claim on.
That's my mum.
That's your mum. You lose 100 prestige. Or let it go. Or you could let it go.
Hey, I gained piety. I didn't get nothing. There was a poll. Was the poll this? Was the poll this decision? There were 3 options, right?
The poll was, how's it going? The first option was, yes, good. Second was, it's all right. And the third one was, I think, lol bears. And I think the third option won. Okay,
I'll take lol bears. Actually, there's a more positive feedback than it's all right. It's probably the most positive.
So. I think so, yeah. It's,
Is Sean's mom watching?
Because they're laughing out loud. Is Sean's mum? Is my mum watching?
Whose mum's watching? Smash that octopus if your mum's watching.
Yeah.
Ed, did Ed decide on who I'm changing to be eggy breakfast?
I have no idea. I can't see.
I'll just wait and see if that info's forthcoming.
Yeah.
Life's too short to start scrolling.
Damn right. You can improve your castle if you want in the meantime, Sean. I think that's pretty...
I think I'm going to quickly save the game and implement this new change. So King Morl episode 1. Okie dokie. And then... Yes. Oh, I forgot to untick don't compress.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Fool.
Whoops. Save game. King Morl episode 1. Don't compress it, please. And then it'll say, oh, it's been modified. But then it comes back and it's fine. So I need to know this person's... the steward. That's who I was told to do, right?
Life's... I don't know. Was it the chance?
Steward.
The steward.
83764. 83764. 83764. Okay, now I'm going to do another save game because I'm still scared everything could go wrong. So I'll click King Morl episode 1 just in case. Save over that.
Yeah.
I think in future, if I start getting more NPC name donations come in, I'll do them as a batch, so I'm not always reloading and starting again. But as it is, I want to be building up a council full of oddities of our own devising.
Yeah.
So touch wood, this all worked.
Let's find out.
I'm Queen Gaunty Crisps of Mumu.
As it should
And
be.
my steward is Eggy Breakfast the Strange.
Excellent.
Phew, everything is as it ought to be.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Sean, is it time for bloodshed?
War! I completely forgot. Alright, so
Yeah.
let's just do the most basic looking, right? So if I look at myself, how many soldiers can I get? I can get 645. And if I look at the place I want to push my claim at, they can make more, but I can hire... I can hire some mercenaries.
Yeah.
Where's that mercenaries? Yeah, I can take that just in my... Oh, someone's at war. Let's go invade them while they're at war, I reckon.
Do that quickly, I'd say.
Oh, my ambitions. I need an ambition. Do I?
You can't have an ambition as a child.
Kids don't have ambitions. Get with the program.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, they can have ambitions to be like astronauts.
And we're losing you a bit, but I got the sense of what you were saying,
Horrendous.
I feel.
Yeah.
Should we check? Because this was based on a claim, and I don't know if I've got that claim anymore.
So it's a de jure claim, because you are the Queen of Mumu. You've got claims on everything in your de jure duchy.
Oh, God. This is when you lose me.
Yeah. So those two counties, the light green ones to your southeast,
Yeah, I gotcha.
they are in the de jure duchy
Of Mumu.
of Mumu. Yeah, so they are, historically part of Mumu.
Should we go for
I mean, they're
this
both at war.
guy? Or do I declare war on both at once?
I would not do that.
No, I mean, like, does that happen automatically, or...
Not necessarily, no. No, they're not
I'm
allied.
the Queen of Mumu, so I should just take over all of Mumu.
I think so.
How, then?
You can't,
Declare war?
seem to declare war on that guy. Why not?
The Queen
can
cannot
afford
afford
to-
to lose piety, so I need to build up my piety. And my
Yes.
piety currently is incredibly low.
Yes.
So I guess... Oh, so I was always wondering, like, what's the point of piety? But I guess if you need to use it as a currency for war, it's important.
Yeah. So there might be a decision in the intrigue menu to... Oh!
What's happened here?
That's good. Eggy breakfast is getting better.
Oh, Eggy Breakfast is becoming better at building structures.
Yeah, basically.
Good on you, Eggy. All right, great.
He's a pretty good guy. I don't think we should
I
have
have to say,
challenged him. So.
His nickname really gave us all a bad impression of him, but Eggy's actually been good. Eggy Breakfast the Strange. I had an option to change that, actually, in the when I was modifying the save file. And I thought of all the nicknames, that's one I'm not going to change. Eggy Breakfast the Strange is really good.
I agree with you. So I think in the intrigue menu, I might be wrong.
Yeah.
There might be an option to give you some more. If you scroll to the bottom.
Pardon?
If you scroll to the bottom of the decisions section.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Go to the Pope. So click on the religion icon.
Hang on.
I'm just trying to figure out how to get more piety. So there's sometimes a decision there.
I've just got a donation request from Matt Benjen. Thank you for that £1. Rename Mum to Berry Queen of Scots. Let me look at how that would work. So, yeah, I probably just could rename her to Berry Queen of Scots.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Because we're an island, right? So the Queen of Scots thing's going to get incredibly confusing. But
I mean, she's actually Spanish. So
yeah, let's not overlook that.
yeah.
Okay.
But she liked the name. She changed it by deed poll. It's her decision. You know.
Okay.
Who are we to judge?
I'm going to judge. No one's going to keep me from judgment.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, 73997. 73997. I can do this. I'll probably get faster at this as we go along.
Yeah.
Once again, I forgot to turn off compressed saves.
You fool.
I'm a Billy.
You are. The silly variety.
Oh no. I just got owned. Great, and now I forgot my mum's unique code. Do you ever forget your mum's unique code? 73997. 73997.
Is there a Type 5 of Crusader Kings II observational material?
73997.
Do you guys anyone here ever forget their mum's unique code?
What's the deal with my mom's unique code?
Hey, you ever want to make the bear
I just can't remember it. Did you ever know that your siblings are bear? Berry Queen of Scots. For simplicity's sake, this is all her first name, just so we're clear. I'm not changing her title because I'm not 100% on how to do that.
I feel like you can't really change. Well, no, you can't.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's funnier still because I think she'll be Berry Queen of Scots de Barcelona.
yeah.
One of the more confusing names you could have.
I think her name will be Queen Mary Berry Queen of Scots. Queen Mary
All right, we'll find out
Barcelona.
in a second.
Oh, I panicked there on a second of that game over screen, but it's just the reloading, isn't it?
It's horrific, isn't it? A lot of other games will just let you click load while you're in a game, and it will just bring up the new one over the old one. But
even other Paradox interactive games, so I think you can do it. I know it's yes.
Yeah, here we are, Berry Queen of Scots to Barcelona.
Yeah,
with her dead husband, the evil King Morl.
Yeah, the lustful, unfaithful, horny King Morl.
What's up with syphilis? Nothing wrong with that. Take my chaste wife, please. Yeah,
which one?
Wow.
So, Sean, if you hover over, if you go to the
cross
icon, I want to see if we can buy an indulgence from the Pope. So, right-click on Alexander's portrait.
Alexander. Oh yeah, okay. Right-click, and I want to.
Sean, there's an option there for rename. Can you see that?
Yeah.
What is that about? I've never noticed that before.
I tried to download a mod that let me rename stuff earlier, but I never saw any options for it in the game, so... Yeah, I can rename the Pope. I can rename the Pope.
Can you do that for anyone?
Right, well, let's just go to someone normal, like the Marshal. Oh yeah, I can rename people really easily. Oh boy, I've been editing the save file, doing this round trip where I save the file, go into the data.
Yeah, it's about a minute and a half each time.
Yeah, now I can just. Early doors before King Morl episode 0. I mean, no one needs to know this. It's just going to be me going off on one. But before King Morl episode 0, I found a mod. It was called Rename Any Character, and I'm like, Bingo Blango. That's exactly what I need. And I installed it. I just couldn't work out what it had changed because I just didn't know what the base game was like. Matt Benjen, I'm not.
I want to.
Oh yeah, go on.
No, you go.
No, that's going to question, but someone else is already answering it, so I don't need to.
No, I was going to say in response to that, I once was playing a game of this, and someone came in and tried to mess up my game for me, control me, and they legitimately did not know how.
Wow.
I handed over my laptop and said, okay, if you want to try and mess up this game, here is my game. Get
ready for a month's learning curve.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's saying Blingo Blango. Probably
yes.
A mark of support.
Yeah, I think so.
Moral support there.
I think it's respectful. So basically, we can't declare war until we have more piety.
Okay, so how do we get pious? How can a 5-year-old girl with an evil dead dad get some piety?
With immense difficulty.
Although
I would say I
just want to get the Pope to let me invade.
I know. I would say that in the spirit of the game and democracy, how would you feel if there was a donation incentive to provide piety? In the spirit of the flexible constitution that we are currently enacting.
I feel that's up to the chat. Like, we have kind of a set thing of like what people can buy and what they can't buy. But if there's ever a time when it's boring and people are like, just cheat, I'm happy for that to be a donation incentive.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I think people are amused by how hard the Bear Pope thing is. So maybe they want it to just be a puzzle. They don't want this to be a frictionless sandbox, perhaps. Or maybe they do. Maybe I need them to tell me.
Yeah.
Can my bishop do something to get me piety? Can I send it to the Pope?
Oh, hang on. Go hover over the third option.
Send
on
gifts.
On the council screen.
What? Oh, build zeal.
What does that do? Yeah, that
tiny amount of money. A tiny 0.45.
But in a year, that's 6 piety.
Oh my god!
So that's only 10 years.
Plus. I don't understand the zeal thing, so I can only do it on this one county, and that's where I live.
Yeah.
Okay.
The wheel donation mono DB is £7 plus.
Yeah, but that was at that point so let me just justify that, right? Because donations aren't really the main thing about donation price points. Generally, it's just about how frequently you want certain things to happen, based on just roughly how often people tend to donate. So because the wheel stuff originally it was set to £10 because we thought this stuff's so game-breakingly big, we want it to be super rare. But then I earlier today thought, but then we've made all this wheel asset, so maybe we'd never even see it. But now, due to events that no one could have predicted, the wheels become absolutely necessary to achieve our goal of becoming the bear and a pope, which was never the intention. We never would have paywalled necessary stuff for advancing the game. The wheel's too powerful. Remember, the wheel killed me. The wheel made me the richest man on earth, and then I died and was declared evil.
Yes. The wheel can also give you the Ark of the Covenant. That's one of the options, and that physically places the Ark of the Covenant in your treasury, and you can see it, and has massive effects.
I don't want to know the effects. I haven't looked into the Ark of the Covenant, and I should say as well.
Well, don't look into the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah, obviously you'll melt your brain to pieces.
Yeah.
There are, and I think uniting Ireland under Queen Galty Crisps is probably a good mid-term goal. But I should say as well, in terms of deciding the nuts and bolts, directly below when you see £40 is Adopt a Cat, and £80 is Horse Chancellor. Me and Ben got into like a long back and forth about whether it should be the Horse Chancellor event or the event where you open a gate to hell. So there's a lot to come that is possible in this game. They've added a lot of strange things in here.
Yeah, and I think it's fair to say that if some things are on the wheel, then we may take things off and then add different things on.
The wheel might not always be static. If we've seen a lot of syphilis, we might replace it with something as bad. But the wheel should always be balanced between huge boons and huge curses.
Yeah, and indeed the game mechanics are not fixed. We may add additional ones depending on technical competency and complexity and how conveyable they are to the
Phil has
public.
suggested that maybe a portal to hell will allow King Morl to return. That's a scary thought.
Terrifying.
That is. All right, we should fulfill this wheel spinning.
Yes.
Can we make the devil a bear? People's imagination is really spinning out of control. It's like a Catherine wheel that comes out of your dad's back fence and starts scorching all the grass. Let's spin to win or die. What's that? No!
What do we get?
Oh,
What do we get?
I need to. We're episode 2. The wheel is going to be episode 2. The wheel is going to be more expensive. I didn't think people would bankroll the wheel this much.
What did it land on, Sean? I can't see.
It's really on the edge. There are pixels in it, but yeah, it's really on the edge. But I've imprisoned myself.
What? Sorry, can you say that again?
I've imprisoned myself. I'll never become the Pope at this rate. What happens when you imprison yourself? Can you imprison yourself when you're 6?
Yes. So with the event, oh, for fuck's sake. So, Twitch chat. The way that this works is that there is an event, a slightly bugged event, which means that you imprison yourself, and it is impossible to free yourself from the chat.
When you say bugged, do you mean the developers never intended for it to be a permanent imprisonment?
Well, this isn't an event that you can get in normal gameplay. It's only one that exists in the command console.
Oh, so you would never get this without cheating?
Yes.
Or spinning the wheel in our case?
Yes. In the same way that you'd never naturally get £5,000.
Yes, that makes sense.
But democracy has decided.
Well, no, not really. Normally in democracy, people aren't like, choose a policy and then they spin a massive wheel and it's like, oh, it's going to be a poll tax. That's not democracy. That's like a game show.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. The event is Event 250.
Event space 250.
That's the one.
In spite of my efforts, I've been captured by the armies of Queen Gaunty Crisps of Mumu.
Okay.
But I am Queen Gaunty Crisps of Mumu.
And in spite of your efforts, you've been captured by your troops.
Curses. And now I'm in prison.
Did that work?
Well, let's look in my prison. Prisoners. No, I'm not in prison.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe because I'm 6. Maybe it's because I'm 6.
I think that oh. Now, Sean.
Yeah.
Sean. I feel that this may come under Act of God. Now, you did everything in your power. You respected the roulette wheel, and the game said, "Not today." Do we think that
as in, you think we tried to force through an event, but the game's like, all non-applicable. It's a child.
Possibly.
So
in
Mono,
which case,
can you make
Act
it?
of God.
Can you make it? The poll is Act of God, not this time. Whoop. Or is it you are imprisoned the moment you are eligible for imprisonment?
Oh God. Okay, bear in mind.
I know Ben doesn't want that.
But it's
or
okay,
respin,
so,
respin. Actually, respin the wheel, and we'll make sure an effect that is applicable happens.
I would say so.
Okay, Mono, I'm just going to repeat the questions. 1, respin. 2, bad luck, not this time. Or 3, imprison on 16th birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday. I would say that, bear in mind that when you're in prison, you are severely limited as to what you can do in the game.
We'll have a chat. We'll just have a chat, you know.
Well, yeah,
I think people, Ben, I think you can say when the poll comes out, people are going to go for respin because they never want me to go to prison. They want a bear.
They want a bear. You want a bear.
So that gets what you want across, but it also connects it. This is why, to be a good diplomat, you have to connect your logical reasons for why you want that to the will of the people. The will of the people here is a bear. So that's how, like, if you were a tabloid journalist, you'd have to learn to think like that.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Oh, Cara, we can absolutely land straight back on imprisoned self. There is nothing preventing that.
I mean, it is theoretically, it is statistically possible that this is the rest of the stream. That we continuously land on imprisoned self, fail to do that, and then have a poll on the respin. It is possible. There is
Mono, close the poll. I think we've done it.
Okay. Here we go, guys. Good luck.
Yeah, wish us luck. I wish I wasn't 6.
Second referendum. Here we go, guys.
Have you seen what it is, man?
Is it syphilis?
Yes.
Okay. So
I've inherited it canonically.
We've inherited it. That's what.
It's an inheritable disease, I think.
Okay, that's event 6000.
Oh God! And it's highly die-toable.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
Highly
we've seen that
die-toable.
before. I've got the great pox.
Oh God.
My dad had it, and now I got it. Let me tell you all, the wheel is gonna be more expensive next time. I made the wheel feel like people weren't gonna want to spin it that often. One more wheel spin, and we also adopt a cat. By the way, but also at the same time, stop spinning it.
Yeah, I should say when we adopt a cat, one of the options is to adopt the cat. There are 2 other options in that event chain, so bear that in mind. Adopt a cat is one of them.
Oh, okay. So adopt a cat is an event chain of which an outcome is adopting a cat.
Yes.
Okay.
But horse chancellor is we make the chancellor a horse.
And also that introduces a character into the game that is a horse, much like the bear.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's see. We have been putting off this war for ages, and I don't think the chat's going to want to rest without a bit of blood dropping the hills and mountains of Ireland.
Can we declare war without any piety?
Oh God, that's what's going on. That's what. There's a lot to hold in your head.
There is. Yeah.
I'm only 7. Not long now. Not long till I can go to. I think best case scenario for me is I get old enough to go to prison and then I die.
Of syphilis.
Yeah. Funny Air's going to have a runaway success. What's Funny Air up to?
Yeah, what is Funny Air up to? Not much.
Oh God, here we go.
Oh, Sean.
We've had another wheel spin.
Another wheel spin. Okay, before we do that,
yeah,
I would say that we've got a new thing up at the top of the screen that looks like an angel. Can you see it?
1 children lack a guardian.
You need to provide a guardian for your child. For you. Which is right-click, assign guardian. So you can pick someone if you click on her portrait, on the adult's portrait.
Yeah, I think people would like me to pick someone. So, what are important traits for a guardian?
I don't know how this works.
Oh, okay.
What I generally do is I pick someone of the same culture and religion. You will grow up being taught that culture and religion. Like if you picked a Visigothic person, you'd grow up and become Visigothic.
So if I pick my Spanish mum, I'll become more Spanish.
Yes, which is yes.
Whereas the other alternative seems to be I let Eggy Breakfast become my stepdad.
Generally speaking, if you pick someone with good traits as your guardian, you get good traits.
Well, me getting ambitious isn't really a problem because I am me. I'm not going to work against my own interests. But by and large, I'd say Eggy Breakfast is pretty good.
Yeah.
Mono, can you open a poll which is Guardianship Eggy Breakfast versus Berry Queen of Scots, please?
Okay, I would really please urge Twitch chat to vote for Eggy Breakfast.
Ben,
it
do
is-
you realise that when you do that, it doesn't go the way you want it to go?
Well, no, bear with me, guys, because
I don't think what you're doing works.
No, look. If you pick Berry, Gaunty Crisps will grow up to become Spanish, and everyone in Ireland will hate her.
Ben, you don't understand. You just told everyone not to do. Do you remember what happened with the Bear Pope? Do you have like a short-term memory that takes you back less than an hour?
What I'm hoping is that because we respected the
tell them how Eggy Breakfast is going to help the Pope become a bear, or they're just going to vote against you.
Eggy Breakfast being Irish will help the bear become a pope because he is good and Sean, I'm struggling to tap into the emotional beats that I need to do to become a successful tabloid journalist.
You just need to become more Machiavellian like me. Anything I say, I'm just going to be like, did you know that also makes the bear become a pope? And people are like, 4 more years. 4 more years. And
Four more years.
And then you imprison yourself and die of syphilis.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like maybe I'm wrong this time. And you're maybe right.
My appeal to logic has worked.
No, it's because you followed my advice at the end and said it would make a bear pope.
What do you think?
Don't talk down to us.
Okay, it's narrowing out, but I would be please bear in mind that Eggy Breakfast is the. Thank you, Josie Russell. Your vote is very much appreciated.
Wow, you're properly campaigning here.
Well, you know, you have to. One has to.
Catbox man,
these
you're in
issues.
prison for a reason, and that reason's not about to go away. You tried to kill my dad. Well, actually, the chat did a much better job.
Yeah.
I think at 20 votes we can probably call it.
All right, let's do it, guys.
Oh no! Never mind. Neck and neck. Never mind.
Oh.
Never mind.
Please vote for Eggy Breakfast.
I should say, anyone who's voted third option, you've thrown your vote away. This is a 2-horse race.
Guys, anyone who
Eggy's pulling ahead.
Anyone who votes for Eggy Breakfast, I will personally what can I Sean, how do I be more Machiavellian?
Just say Pope Bear.
Pope Bear Pope.
Anyway, it's too late. Eggy's my dad. Doesn't matter.
Oh, thank fuck.
Okay, and now we're going to another spin of the wheel.
Okay, here we go.
And also, then we're going to start the adopting the cat.
Oh, do we reach the donation?
Yeah, we've just hit £40. The last wheel spin took us up, but again, I really can't. It's going to be £10 to spin the wheel in future because this was never intended to be done this much. My spy master's gone. Let me sort my spy master at another juncture. We're spinning. Hey, it's just good stuff. I got troops.
You got troops.
I got
brilliant!
troops.
You got event troops. That's
Thank God.
event 62321.
Event 62321. 62321.
Yep. Think.
A renowned hero has arrived at your court with his warriors and followers, hoping to partake in your glorious invasion of Queen Gaunty Crisps of Mumu. No, I am Queen. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
They've come here to invade me, but arrived at my court.
So you should have some troops now, I think. You got.
How many?
Okay.
How
You've
many?
got 90. You got 96 men and 10 boats.
Hang on. So my troops are 10 boats.
You've also got, I think, 96 men in your county capital.
But that's not very many at all.
No,
so really
it's not.
what I've got is 10 boats.
Yes.
So how does that event work? I thought it would just give me, like, when I've got cash, I got an absolute ton of cash. When I got troops, I got 10 boats.
I think it might give you 10% of your max.
Oh, okay. So if you've got a decent army, it's going to be great. But why is it turned into boats?
I don't know. But, I mean, they're good boats. Yeah, sail them around.
Why not? Well, I'm going to invade here, right? So I'll just send
them to Bantry Bay.
MonoDB's asked a really important question. Are the boats inhabited?
No.
Oh, for real? No one's on the boats?
No one is on the boats, and the boats cannot participate in combat. The boats just transport troops to other places.
I'm docking the boats.
Yeah,
Didn't want to let down. I haven't got the piety. So it looks like troops is good, but it's not good in the way that cash is good. Cash just gives you a massive cash injection.
Yeah,
troops gives you a big relativistic uptick of your total.
Yeah, it's like what's the word? Exponential.
Yeah. So troops is good, but just in a very different way. Can I rename the boats? I've accidentally sent them into the Atlantic again.
If you see where it says Munsterian Fleet.
Yeah.
Can you click anywhere in there? No, you can't rename.
I don't think I can rename the boats. Sorry guys, boats are a bit of a damp squib, but now we know what the troops event does a little bit better.
Yeah.
Maybe we could find a way of making... Is there a way of getting a more exciting troops event for next time?
Sorry, can you repeat that, Sean? I dropped frames.
I think the troops event being a bit of a damp squib means we should probably either sub it out or find a different way of acquiring troops via the wheel.
I think you're right. I mean, Sean, how do you feel about, in exchange for compensating the damp squib of the troops, to maybe give ourselves a little bit of a piety boost to take on some of these kingdoms for war?
What does the chat think? Let's throw that to the chat. Yeah, so should we be boats insufficient? Boats plus piety? Boats is enough. Only need boats plus piety, new compensation.
So we only need 100 piety to declare war, I think, each time. So, I mean, we could give ourselves a chunk.
Okay, yeah, those are the three options. Respin. We respin. What happened is fine. Add piety. Those are the options for the poll.
Yeah.
And then when we've sorted that, we will start the cat adoption event. And I think probably by the time we've got our cat, then we'll be thinking about maybe wrapping this one up, because then it will probably be most of the way towards 11 o'clock.
Praying myself pious bear.
I'm always in the shadow of that bear.
Yeah.
I hadn't even put together that there's going to be a funny bear, like absolutely central. Funny bear was like, it's just the one joke that people enjoy in my entire life.
I think, yes. I like that you used the wrong emoji. I think that really lifted it.
Thanks so much. Yeah, it's the richness. It's the richness of those details that elevates the whole jape.
Yeah. Okay, respin looking... Oh.
A lot of people actually putting in for piety, but it might be too little too late.
Yeah, well... Okay, respin could get us bear, guys. No, I know. I mean, I'm just a guy. I'm just a man in the street in Sainsbury's. But I'm, man.
In this instance, they are already well aware that respin will get them bear. Hence the absolute popularity of the first choice. I see. Yeah.
So you're saying that you only really need to campaign for something when you know that the results could maybe not go your way.
Well, they would just go with what's funniest, and if there's no clear winner, what you don't want to do is given a humour boost by the fact that you don't want it.
Yeah, that's true. So I need to mask my contempt. I need to find a way of hiding my emotional state. So I can focus
Funny Air
on...
suggests we find a way to add gold and piety at smaller amounts because 5k is absolutely ridiculous.
So you can do that. You can specify the amount of piety. So you could type in piety 200, and that would give you 200 piety.
Hey,
If
Eggy
you
Breakfast. Do we want to adopt the economic ideas of Eggy Breakfast? And then we'll do the respin.
Okay, let's have a look.
Eggy Breakfast's got some interesting economic ideas.
Okay.
Adopting his ideas, I lose a gold, but I get economic innovations, which means my economic technology spread rate is up. I'd have no idea what that means. Or I just don't do it and Eggy Breakfast gets pissed off.
I don't know exactly what it does, but I do know it's a good thing.
It's probably a good thing. It's in green. Sometimes that's all you need.
Green is good. Go for the green.
Yeah, can we just throw that to it? Yeah, I mean that pretty much sums up the two ways you can go with it, and your reasoning for it. I don't think we get to find out. He just has interesting economic ideas. I guess it's economic innovations that spreads technology. I guess it's connecting economy with technology.
Economic innovations. What could that be in the world of the game?
What's an economic innovation in Tribal Island in the 9th century? Probably having a coin. I don't know.
yeah. Buying goods,
writing things down after you've bought something.
yeah.
Right, we're talking about tribal people. The idea of writing down a transaction is probably impossible, actually, for like more than 3 people in any given tribe.
Yelling louder at auction.
I think Nice Idea has it, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the obvious good choice.
Yeah.
Then we've got to do respin, and then no, do we have a respin? Am I forgetting things?
Respin 1. Yeah.
Respin 1. So we're going to respin. We'll deal with the fallout of respin. Then we're going to start the cat adoption process. Then we'll wait for like whatever thread thrown up by that sort of come to an end, and then we'll probably look at tucking in for the night. We're going to be by far the richest person in the whole world. Do people think that we should adopt Funny Air's thing of smaller increments? I mean, it's kind of pointless now that we're the richest person in the world.
What did it land on?
Cash.
Again?
Yes. So at the moment, larger increments. Okay, and with larger increments, so what Ben has said is that we're not just rich, we are the richest person in the world despite being a petty king in the far corner of Ireland, which is arguably a little overpowered. Like, if I look like... Who's probably really popular? Actually, I have no idea about the 9th century.
I'd say either the Arabian Empire or the Byzantine Empire in Greece.
Okay, so let's go to the head of the Byzantines, which, what, Constantinople?
Yeah, Sean, you're on a different scene.
Oh. Where do I go in the Byzantine Empire to find the leader of the Byzantine Empire?
You click on the big crest in Constantinople.
And Constantinople's up at the top somewhere, is that right?
Istanbul.
Yeah, good. I remember this because I drove to this in another game. So how rich is this guy? This guy has about 3 times the amount I have, so it's not bonkers.
He's got 422 gold.
Oh, I was looking at his troops. Yeah, so I've got way more than the king of Constantinople.
You're 10 times as rich as the Roman emperor.
Yeah, so I don't think I should have this much. I think we should retcon. So that cash gives us 500 gold.
I think you're right.
And then we retcon the previous one, so in total I got 1,000 gold.
I think so.
How do people feel about that? That this cash has now meant we got 1,000 gold, which still means I'm the richest person in the world, but not 5 times over.
Yeah.
So I think
Funny Air's right, Sean. You can just type.
Do people agree with that? Did anyone here got an objection to that? Rather than do a poll, everyone seems to think that's the thing to do. So I can just type cash minus 4,000. Apparently, do you corroborate this, Ben?
That's right.
Okay, and then that's how we're doing it. And now we should do cat event because we should
yes, cat event.
Fulfill everything we can.
Okay, cat event is event 6502.
6502. 6502. Kara has suggested that in future we respin if we land on the same thing twice in a session. Can we put that to a poll? That's an interesting policy idea, but I think it should be ratified by the council.
I agree.
I think respins for dupes disadvantages. Would you like to articulate those disadvantages, Mono, so that everyone is informed? Yeah, I think maybe I'm not. Having thought about it for more than a second, I am going off the idea of no respins. There are lots of times where a multiple will be good, and then there'll be a few times where we don't want that. But sometimes something happening again is very funny, like syphilis cropping up twice.
Syphilis twice was good. Yeah.
I think I will look into it. I think it is possible to. But I think everyone with a head on their shoulders is going to put 2, and that actually is one of the more complicated poll options. So, Ben, if you can't see this, the options are about respinning things if they happen more than once. It's yes, conditionally is going to be the popular option.
Yeah.
Although nope, I think I'm not keen on it. I'm not actually. It instinctively felt good, but then I went off it very quickly. Caitlin is abstaining. Caitlin, is this the first abstention we've had from anyone in the stream who's explicitly said I'm abstaining? Cara, we don't know the conditions. That's probably the subject for another debate.
I think it would depend on what we landed on. I think if for example, we had 2 characters.
Mark, you're way too deep into this to follow, I'm afraid, but hopefully you'll osmose some of it.
Like if we only had 2 characters and we rolled death twice, I feel like then we'd look into it. You know,
that's a good condition.
Yeah, don't end the game.
Mono, close it down. I think we're not implementing that policy.
Yeah.
And then could you? We'll learn more about this kitty thing. But Mono, while I'm reading them out, can you make the poll? A small kitty is demanding my attention. Our options are pat the kitty, allow the kitten to follow me home, or kick the kitty.
Yeah. So if you hover over each option, Sean. So
patting the kitty gives a 20% chance that I gain the trait kind. But allowing it to follow me home means I get a cat. I get a pet cat.
I will say there are other events as well that happen if you get a pet cat. That pet cat sticks with you.
So the pet cat will throw up other...
Yeah, you'll get other events.
Wow, Mono didn't even include kicking the cat. It'd be nice to see the kicking the cat option get 1 vote and we know someone here is evil.
You've got 2 options, you need 3 there.
That's what I mean. Mono hasn't included kick the cat. But, I mean, that's fine by me. I don't think anyone would have voted for it. No, we never would have won.
No.
Okay. We are allowing the kitten to follow us home.
Yeah.
Mono, you can shut that down. We're getting a pet cat. There's no other option that's plausible.
Now, the game doesn't give you a name for the cat, but I feel like maybe we could decide collectively on a name for this cat.
Just between ourselves, I think. Maybe, Mono, if you see some cat names come from the chat that seem popular, then just formalise them back into a poll, and then we'll know the name of the cat. So, what's this? Modifiers, pet cat. Pet cat makes me healthier, which is good because I've got child syphilis. And it helps me out with intrigue.
You know, like...
Martinez.
Your adorable pet cat purrs softly when you're close, and is always there to comfort you and keep you warm. It's good. It's good for you.
Suggestions include Martinez, Egg Lunch, Mew Mew, Box Cat, and Martine Puss.
Berry Queen of Cats,
and Fishy Breakfast. And let's not forget that, alongside Cat Box, who has been in prison now for a full 8 years, we could have a boxed cat.
I think we've got some good suggestions in the chat.
Yeah, I think we're ready to... Perfect. If we get more than one vote for Mira in the chat, it means someone very specific is watching. Martine Puss. Tearing away.
This is a difficult one.
We still don't have enough piety for war, but hopefully something will come up.
Yeah. I think it might be nice. Well, I think it might be nice to end this session. Well, let's talk about that when we come to it. Let's name this bloody cat first.
This bloody cat. I think Martine Puss is tearing away here.
Yeah, almost an absolute majority. Well,
the defensive pact opposing Charles II of Carling has been disbanded. I don't think that affects me.
Nope.
Although they should say that the Danes.
Yeah.
Oh, we fabricated a claim. Let's resolve this first. I think Martine Puss has it. If there's no more votes coming in.
Yeah. Martine Puss. That's the name of our lovely cat.
You're right, actually. Someone else could take it. There's not many votes. But I don't know. I think it might be time to just close on Martine Puss.
Yeah, so in terms of this event, Sean, I don't think you ever removed your Chancellor from the county from which you already have a claim. But the advantage is that the second option allows us to get more piety.
I didn't get my mum to actually do anything useful, but it sort of is useful because I've got piety.
Yeah, we're closer to war.
Now, let's fabricate claims somewhere useful. Like...
Yeah.
Here. One of these. I'll just here.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good place.
And you said you had a good idea for how to...
Well, I just think in terms of when it comes to wind up the session, I think it might be nice to end on a high. And I think that high might be nice to end on would be declaring war on our neighbours.
Ben?
Yes.
I've got a weak claim.
Oh.
And it seems to cover this region.
Hang on, go to your profile.
Can you see this? This is...
Yeah, that's...
most of France.
Yeah, yes. Go to your character portrait and look at the claims. Yeah, what's the other one?
It's Ulster.
That's weird.
But here it says I've got a weak claim. The Duchy of Barcelona.
That's your mother.
Oh, so I've got a weak claim on behalf of my mother.
So you could... You could declare war on the largest kingdom in Western Europe.
That is the largest kingdom, right? And as the small king of Mumu, I could declare war on most of... It's really strange the Duchy of Barcelona doesn't even seem to touch Spain. It just comes around the edge here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was... Charlemagne conquered it, famously.
Oh, but Barcelona is here. This is where Barcelona actually is in Spain. But I would have thought it stretches into Spain. That's crazy. It goes all the way up to Ghent. It goes all the way up to Belgium.
Yeah, the King of Italy currently lives in South Belgium.
Right. Yes. Italy is here in Belgium.
Yep.
Oh, this is funny. Where's Brussels? Where's Brussels?
There's a chap from Brussels.
Pardon?
What? I think there was some... If Dwarven Sphere is here, he's from Brussels.
Oh, okay. Dwarven.
If he's still here. I think it's Hainaut. I'm just trying to go by my vague knowledge of... Yeah, it's in north of Italy. North of Italy. North of the bit of France that they own. I think?
Hainaut, I can't even see it. There's too many just words that don't mean anything.
Dwarven Sphere. Where is Brussels on this map?
Oh, Brussels would be over here. Brussels, yeah, there's Liège. Okay, if that's Liège, And that's Luxembourg. Then Brussels is...
No, that's the Netherlands and Germany there. It would be Hainaut or Brabant or maybe Artois or...
Where's Brabant?
Is south of Ghent. There, you're over it.
Ah, that seems plausible. Liège is... I don't know. I'm in Belgium all the time, so I'm trying to...
He said, look around Artois of Stella fame.
Ah, where's Artois then? Up or down or?
By the coast to the west.
Oh, but Artois surely. Okay, I was imagining Artois would be in Leuven, where Stella is brewed, but maybe not.
Don't know, man.
Kent. What does this say? Doesn't matter, does it? Due to your court intrigue well beyond your present ability to comprehend, your current serving regent has been replaced with another. Hello?
Ooh.
Why has my mum been replaced?
Shadow politics. Who's the new regent? Who? Who's that guy?
Some rando. Do I get to find out why my mum's gone?
Well, I don't know. Oh, he's got 24 swords.
He's a holy warrior.
He's actually got extremely good traits. You should appoint him as a commander.
Yeah, he's cruel as well, which is good for a commander.
He's chaste.
Yeah, my marshal's currently this weak ass bishop, so we should replace my marshal.
Who wanted to kill your dad?
Yeah, but that's fair enough because it turned out he was evil.
Yeah.
I need a spy master. Was this guy my spy master?
I can't tell you.
I'm going to give you a little gift. Just do things.
How kind.
And then I'm going to appoint a new marshal, which is going to be this guy, who's only mildly fond of me.
But now he's more fond of you because you gave him a job.
And he's sort of my stepdad. But why? Why is my mom not my stepdad? Oh no, regent, not stepdad. So my stepdad's still eggy breakfast.
I could not tell you why your mom is not your stepdad.
Night Screen is saying that this guy... Do you know when we got those boats?
Oh, yeah!
It's the boat bringer.
You're right. Oh, God, wow.
He gave me 10 boats, and now he's my stepdad. It's been a good day. I'm 11 years old. I've got syphilis.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
Oh, boy. So we've got our cat. Our cat is set up.
Yes.
We've got my stepdad's currently a hero who brought us 10 boats. Our current goal is to become the bear. Well, for the Pope to be a bear, but that'll probably involve me becoming a bear. My biggest rival is my brother. I want to invade. My two choices are to invade the two little duchies next to me, which I can't do because I'm not religious enough. The only place I can invade is the largest single domain in the whole of Western Europe. That's the only place I can start a campaign against. I don't have any ambitions because I'm a child.
Not long to go until you become an adult, actually.
My stepdad's called Eggy Breakfast the Strange. My chancellor is my mum, who's called Berry Queen of Scots. My old steward that my dad imprisoned, called Catbox, has been in there for 9 years. They're currently 49. They're probably not going to live very soon. He has no living heirs. And where's his wife based? His wife's just living in another county because she was married to a traitor.
Yeah.
I feel like that's quite a lot to have achieved in an evening. Is there anything else I'm forgetting that we've achieved? We got syphilis and died. Then we got syphilis and survived.
Yeah. We briefly became the single richest person in all of Europe, and then that was retconned back.
And now we're like very rich.
Pet cat. We got a pet cat.
Yeah, called Martine Puss, who will stick with us for next time.
We will definitely make sure that happens. Martine Puss is in the chat. I think that's the sum of it.
Yeah.
We made steps towards making ourselves a feudal lord. by building things in our house.
And of course, my name is Gaunty Crisps, and I always get compliments for my fair skin, my silken hair, and my big eyes. They tell me I am beautiful, should be proud of my looks. I'm the fairest of them all.
Eggy breakfast worries
about me. So I've had an event where everyone's saying I look very pretty, and Eggy Breakfast, who's my dad but previously was the Chancellor, is going, "Oh, I'm worried about that one."
Could this be a cliffhanger? Could this be a cliffhanger?
I think that's a good time for a cliffhanger. I think that's a good time to call King Morl episode 1. Well, from me and Ben, thank you very much for watching. I hope you stay tuned and come and see future King Morl episodes, and we'll
absolutely
see how we get towards our goal of becoming, well, of the Pope becoming a bear. I think Ben in particular is hopes that goal will change. I don't think I've once mentioned it without you rubbing your face.
I mean, I don't think in the 1,000 hours that I put into this game that I've ever successfully made someone of my choice the Pope, let alone a bear. But, you know...
There's no stopping him.
You know, what's it? Triumph and adversity, you know. Adversity breeds success. I don't know, well, we'll see.
Well, thanks everyone for watching. And
and thanks for the donations.
Yeah, thanks everyone who watched, thanks everyone who donated, and everyone who took place in all the polls. I'll be throwing out my new stream schedule probably Monday.
Yeah.
And I'll see you then. Thank you very much to Ben. Can we get F's in the chat for Ben? Thanks for his help as the advisor.
I haven't died.
F doesn't mean died. F just is whatever you allocated to the F. You just say F means this, and then you get lots of F's, and it's gratifying.
Oh, true. Yeah. Then I will sit back and enjoy. I'll sit back and enjoy the F's.
Can you see the F's?
I can see the F's. I can see a few other letters.
Drink them in. Yeah, a few others.
Means respect. Thank you.
Yeah, F means respect. Okay, I'm gonna let you all go now. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Happy pub day. Cheers.
Happy pub day.
Drink it down.